everybody. We're going to get started in 1 or 2 minutes. Please sit tight.
Hello, we are live.
Yes.
Nice.
They can't see us yet, but they can hear us.
Okay. Can
Hello.
they see the painting already?
No, they can't. They can't see anything but
it's
the loading
old,
screen.
The old video.
I want to see some activity in the chat first.
Oh my gosh.
There's obviously like a little bit of a delay, probably like 10 to 20 seconds of a delay, but I'm just watching the chat with my eyes. I don't know what else I would be watching the chat with, but I'm watching the chat with my own eyes until there's some activity, so we can switch over to the main cam.
Oh, someone waited for 16 hours. I mean, there were a few people always like in as a number waiting, and I thought maybe it's in a tab separately.
Maybe it's just a hangout. Maybe that's what people use for chat rooms nowadays. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to look at. Okay, again, like there's like a 20-second delay. I'm gonna switch over now, and here we are. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Wanted to say hello with the double.
Oh no, you're starting early today.
Yeah.
As always, like especially at the beginning, let us know how the sound is. Like if it's if the music's too loud or too quiet.
I mean, we have to catch up. Like for when was the last live stream?
I don't even want to know.
A year ago.
I feel embarrassed just thinking about it.
Yeah. I think it was about a year, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Kind of makes sense if it was that.
I sound like Davey 504.
Oh, that's the first time we heard that.
No.
Are you in the same room again? It looks a little bit different, but yes, we are in the same room. Let me prove that to you.
Yeah. It's...
There you go.
There we are. Like sitting right next.
Well, we got some social distancing happening here, so we're playing it safe.
Alright.
And also now, for not necessarily the first time, but for the first time this comfortably, Lau can actually see the chat. Doesn't mean he's looking at it all the time, but he can actually see the chat.
Music is a little loud.
Yeah, I'm turning it down then. That's no problem.
But someone says exactly after it sounds great.
Okay. I mean, so the music automatically like goes down in volume when we speak, and then it comes back up slowly. So I'll just ride the fader, as we call it in the industry.
In case you noticed, I have like what are they called? Tissues. I don't have toilet paper. For obvious reasons.
Well, we do have toilet paper, but we don't want to use it for this.
We really have to save it because So I'm using tissues, like the fancy way.
Just a second.
Oh, okay.
So there'll be some more social media stuff happening while we're introducing. But hey, let's just talk about the chat. Let's talk to the chat, not about the chat. Let's just give some hey Gaming Art Cat, hey Tobias John, hey Frosty Chan, Lear Art, Dana Thane. Hang on, let me actually let that message through because it's a positive message right there. Moktaya, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Omnikun Moon, thank you for enjoying the music. And I think it comes down to... Yeah, it probably also comes down to headphones and whether you're watching on your phone or something, volume, like mixing it down in mono and stereo, all this audio crap. Yeah, but I've turned the music down a little bit. I can readjust. Just let me know whenever it's like not a good volume there. yeah, lots of hellos coming back. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear.
I'm doing the tweet.
He's just making sure that more people join the jam. I'm still in the streaming mode that I was in yesterday. I was doing a live stream for Endless yesterday, talking about music and jamming and all that. And if some vocabulary comes through, just bear with me. And here's a question that comes up every time we do a live stream, and it's not a stupid question. How is the thumbnail the finished result when you guys just started?
Should I spoil it?
Magic.
It's magic.
Magic and time traveling. Both at the same time. We're not using magic to time travel. That's like a purely mechanical thing, but magic is also involved.
Okay, just a short one. I have no idea.
Oh, there's somebody, Avery King was actually at the Endless Battles yesterday, but I don't want to plug my other job too much here. So this is about the art, this is not about the music.
But it was really successful.
Yeah. Oh, somebody is spoiling the answer in the chat.
Okay, I can like do some editing magic now.
Oh. Yeah, hang on. Yeah.
And it's here. Wow, it's
whoa,
done.
Whoa, how did that happen?
God.
Hang on, don't. And the magic wheel is on top. Okay. And ooh, how did that happen?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was.
I am a light fast at painting. Like I have now another copy.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Lars.
Yeah, I'm just now doing it in slow-mo and starting with a clear coat of water. A
clear coat of water. Just introduce some moisture into the painting.
Yeah,
that's what you always do at the start.
The face needs some moisture.
Happy birthday, Thotham Games.
Happy birthday.
Based on statistics, there's probably more than one person having their birthday today. Although I don't know if you want to spend your birthday looking at these two guys right here. I don't know.
I mean, you can't really celebrate at the moment. Social distancing is a bummer.
Yeah, I did not do anything for my birthday other than getting some cake like 2 weeks later. But the cake was good. That was some good cake. To preempt another question that is bound to happen at some point, although this one is more interesting, I can't really tell, but is this the $140 brush?
Yes, this one is the 120 euro. 120 euro it was. That is indeed the brush. It has its use for applying a coat of water without really scratching the paper or something. Like it's really light. And so even when there are like plenty of layers of color there, you can still use it without wiping any color off.
So the other question that is bound to come up, usually when we do these live streams, and even though the last one is like a year old, we show some art submissions. And by the tone of my voice, you can tell like, sounds like there's not going to be any art submissions today. Well, the truth is there are going to be art submissions, but the only thing is that we're only going to do them through our Discord server. Usually we do art submissions through Twitter and Instagram and even DeviantArt. I used to have like a little script running that just grabbed everything and sorted it into files on my computer, but that is not running anymore and I didn't have enough time to update it. So just for today, for this live stream, if you want to have your art shown on screen, or on stream rather, you can post your art in our Discord server. The link should be, it's actually right there, you can see it. bit.ly/larvandiscord, all lowercase letters, but it's also in the video description. And you can put your art in there. We've got some moderators making sure that it's only art being posted in there, and good art, and in the sense good art that it's not like don't put stuff in there that we can't show on stream. That's what I mean. Obviously, it has to be safe for work. But yeah, you can post it on our Discord server in the stream art submissions, and from time to time we'll go through them. This time around, actually, Lau can see them really well. I don't have to zoom in on anything. And by the way, we don't really have a KFC around, so it's McDonald's for us, to answer that one question that has come up a bunch of times now.
What watercolors am I using? I am using bunch now. Like this set, that's the usual stuff where I have like the main palette. But I also since he has like that green shimmering light at the other half of the face. I have some color eggs. These are really bright and vibrant, that will go here, around there. And then I have like some liquid watercolors that I can use for toning things down, a bit more control, like mixing a larger amount of color. That's what will end up here.
There was a question in chat, is there a theme this time for the art submissions? No, although typically when he's drawing something from a specific series or game, then usually stuff from that same series
is appreciated.
Is appreciated. But since we're going through a Discord server, I'm expecting not as many submissions as usually, because usually when we open it up to Twitter and everything, it's like we can just go through the art for hours. And we'd love to, but then the whole stream would literally just be that, and he wouldn't be able to even start the painting, let alone finish it. So yeah, just throw your art on there, and we'll be good. No theme really. It's just what are you working on right now, or what have you very, very recently finished? So that's like the only rule we have. Like, don't dig out stuff and spam like a bunch of pictures from like a year ago. Keep it to maximum like 2 images, 2 pictures that are fairly recent, or that you're working on right now. Work in progress stuff is also appreciated.
Mm-hmm. So about what I'm doing at the moment is I'm applying the first layer of color, which is a mixture of Naples yellow, reddish, and magenta. And I'm trying to get like the lightest colors down, getting some shadows here and there. Just so that I can work on top of it with every new coat of layer. And for that, I'm sometimes using a hairdryer. What is it? Yeah.
There's going to be some hair drying today, for which I got a mute button here.
Yeah. And one thing you really have to make sure when you do that is really to wait until it's dry. Because at the moment, I can zoom in.
Oh yeah, we got some proper analog zooms.
You will see like here something like there's lots of moisture here, and it gets like a little edge in a way. Very soft edge, but noticeable. And for that I'm going to leave it dry, not interact into these places, otherwise I will lift off the color that hasn't already set there. So this area here will appear really light. I mean, it's very light already, but yeah, this is something that I think now use a hairdryer for.
Right now?
Yeah. So
okay. So we'll do some hair drying. In the meantime, no one is gonna talk. I mean, I'm gonna mute you first. Maybe let's see if just keeping my microphone on is enough. Okay, guys, tell me if this is too loud or annoying. Okay, I just muted both of us. I guess that's the safe way to go.
I mean, yeah, that's like action painting. But now the 120 euro brush.
Nice.
Get some use.
Oh yeah, what specific tone are you using for the skin?
I'm using Naples yellow reddish, which is take that out. This one looks like this. It's pre-mixed. I had I don't know, like an argument in a way in the comments years ago with somebody that said like, why aren't you using like a reddish, just plain red actually, red with water, and that would basically be a very like pure color because there's not as much pigment mixed. And I just said like, why would I when I don't want to go for like a pure color look? Like I want to have it a bit more dull maybe, even though I don't think it's really dull. But yeah, that's why I usually like using Naples yellow reddish, because it has a very subtle hue to it.
Then there's one question that was bound to happen. How is the quarantine going then?
So, I mean, I wasn't really going outside as much. Outside of the quarantine, like it's not as doing groceries is nerve-wracking in a way, because you just think like, oh, is what I touch now, is it contagious in a way? And then
is everything tainted that you touch?
Yeah, even if I wash my hands when I get the stuff I bought out of the bag, is it safe?
You can get very paranoid with that kind of stuff. Yeah. But just in terms of like going out and all that, I'd like to go to some restaurants from time to time, but other than that,
there's not much that has changed.
We're very privileged and have the luxury of working from home anyway.
Yes.
So I'm right now sitting in my home office. So, But how are you guys holding up? I hope I know that lots of people have started like live streaming for their audiences more often. Just to like bridge the time, to have something to watch, to like there's so much content being produced right now. So how are you guys holding up? And hopefully this live stream will carry you for another few hours throughout this whole weird time that we're all living in. I'm so tempted to trade in my sleep for this.
If you have nothing else, then okay, but I don't know. Like if there's school, is there school again? Yeah, I think so.
It depends on the country they're in. Yeah. I don't even know how is like school being handled in your country? Like what country do you live in, and like how is school happening or not happening where you live? Because they're starting to open it up back again in Germany, like starting with the higher classes and then slowly, I think, progressing to the lower ones, if I remember correctly. Like what's happening? What's happening? Let's see. Obviously, like every time I ask a question, it's going to take like 20 seconds for answers to come in simply because of the delay. But we can deal with that.
Oh, yes.
I'm an introvert. It's strange for me. Yeah, introverts unite. This is great for all introverts. Yeah.
I mean, some still get depressive, I guess. But luckily, I wasn't as affected.
We're having Zoom lessons. Things are being moved online. Yeah, I've read about that. It's better than nothing, really. It's better than nothing. Actually, that's the thing. I've always been a proponent of like online classes and stuff. Obviously, like starting with college, it's like I don't want to go to a lecture if it's just a guy reading through PowerPoint presentation. Then sometimes like the online systems, they suck. I don't know if there's probably going to be some people around here who use stuff like Moodle. I know that Moodle isn't necessarily the best thing around. No school, but tons of... Yeah, it seems like everyone's going for online classes. Let me just read some of these online classes in France. Survival of the introverts. Exercises at home, yeah. Everything locked down. Okay, yeah, this is crazy. Wow, okay. Yeah, basically everything online or just simply locked down anyway. So yeah, okay, let's hang out and do some art, right?
Yeah, I'm getting some different colors now in.
So, a question from me, why this motive?
Because when I saw it's from the start of the game, and I thought like that pose and that look,
it's very iconic.
Yeah, it has more like a painting-esque style to it, other than when I had chosen like something where they are talking or stuff like that, and yeah. Maybe also because I just finished the game recently.
Yeah.
And I'm still a bit sad that it's so short.
We're definitely going to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake at some point. And that's also going to include spoilers, possibly.
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about something that can be spoiled, I'm going to put something on screen and I'll let you know in advance. So you can mute the audio, hopefully not completely tune out, and then basically remove that spoiler tag from the screen when we're done. But I think we're going to leave that to like a very, very small portion of the stream because you don't want to alienate anyone. And I personally, I did not want to get spoiled for the game. That's why I basically kept away from the internet for a few weeks, almost. Okay, I've now copied over the... I've now got a second chat going on, so I can actually read it without having to twist my head all the time.
Nice. Can you do a collab with Yastawi? So I like the the thing is, Yastawi is my twin brother, and we live together most of the time. And I don't know, is it maybe it's a thing between siblings or brothers, but when you're living together and when you spend most of the day together and when you see each other drawing and stuff, projects, it's not as interesting anymore. And I think that's probably why we haven't really done a collab or something for a long time now, because it's like, okay, well, I just see the drawings every day, and then it's like, like the thing is, there are a lot of sketches around the flat and stuff like that, and you just throw them away every once in a while. Like he throws mine away, I throw his away. It's like when they're...
Is that an act of aggression, or is that just how it is?
Sometimes it is aggressive. Yeah, the scanner is in my room, and therefore like he comes over to scan things and just forgets his drawings. And then I...
So you just throw them away?
No, I collect them. I go say like, do you need them? And he, no. And then they're gone.
Oh. Are you going to paint one of Lioba's childhood drawings? Do you know her personally? And also give some context to that.
Oh, okay. So the story behind that was that she did an Instagram story. And maybe I just start with this to make it spice it a bit up. She made an Instagram story where she asked for childhood drawings. And I had like from... I don't know, like a year ago on Discord, we posted childhood drawings. And I posted mine there, and I had one on the phone. And so I, just saw that she was asking for some childhood drawings, and I thought, okay. Coincidentally, I have some. I sent it to her. And I don't think that she also expected to end up drawing it. I don't know. Because it looks so weird. Like I think it was supposed to be the Santa Claus, and I really thought, like, knowing Lioba's style, that how would she do a Santa Claus? But she did like a Pippi Longstocking version of it, which I think was really well done. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, like. I could give it a try, but I don't know if I could be as successful as she was with my drawing. But yeah, I would also need a childhood drawing from her. So
I got the childhood drawing. I got it right here. I'm gonna put it on screen for a little moment. That's just gonna take a second. Elmao 2 Laovans. I assume that's because
the twin brother. Oh, what do you mean?
Or maybe, that might be it. That may be it. I thought it was because you were drawing Cloud.
Oh, okay.
And there is some...
What?
Some people say similarities.
I have grey hair.
Have you ever drawn Yaoi?
The ones who should know, no.
Yeah, let's assume that.
I mean, the thing is, like,
if you have to ask.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's a secret.
Yeah. Okay, I got the picture right here. So this is the childhood drawing that Laovan made, and that was turned into. Hang on, let me scroll through. I hope Lioba is gonna be okay with me showing some parts of her video.
I mean, yeah, I
there we go.
So too.
So this is what happened.
I mean, it's a shout out. Yeah.
I'm gonna post a link to that in the chat, so you can later watch that in your own time. But that was a pretty cool thing.
All right. So to explain what I'm doing at the moment, I'm applying drawing gum or masking fluid to save some highlights there on the shoulder plate. And yeah, this is also going to need some dry time. But maybe I just quickly hair dry the face. Right.
He's just using the hairdryer, which is like, okay, there we go. Back again. It's so nice to have like a little mixer in front of me to just make sure volumes are okay. Did you know how did you meet? I don't know how the question was phrased. Yaicino. Yaicino's artwork. I don't know what she goes by on the wide internet.
We did meet. The thing is with Yaicino, I've been like a stan. Would even put it that way, because like I saved every picture she drew, like 2006, 7, 8, 9, probably 2 as well. And in 2013, I guess, we met at Dokumi, a German convention, and I was like starstruck in a way. I gave her like a fan art, an old fan art I did like a few years prior, and that was like the first meet up, like acquaintance, like I don't know, and then later on Dokumi, I think, then we had like a longer chat, and from that one we also are in contact online.
Someone's saying, what, 2006?
Yeah, I'm old. I am an old bitch.
I had my finger on the button because I knew you were going to say something. I need like a beep that works retroactively.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to put you on a delay from now on.
I mean,
so I can beep you.
It's been a while since I started drawing. I think I started in 2006. With the German website Animex, where like all the German manga fans would upload their art, and I mean, like she was really, really famous even internationally on DeviantArt and stuff like that. So yeah, no wonder I was a stan.
Talking about conventions, like obviously conventions aren't really a thing right now. There's Dokumi, which was supposed to happen this summer. It's been moved out to September,
I think.
Which hopefully by that time it's safe to do such an event. But obviously, like there's plenty of like the really big ones in the US. Anyone here who was planning to go to like one of the big ones, like San Diego Comic-Con or like New York Comic-Con, I believe it's always in winter. I don't know if that's, but like Anime Expo, I think might have been hit with the obvious ban on like big gatherings, which makes sense. So while it makes sense, and I'm happy that people are, I'm happy that such events aren't being held. It's still, it makes me unhappy that they are not being held. Like, shit.
Yeah, it sucks. And conventions are usually for me like a focal point in a year. Even more precious than my birthday, because you're going to meet some people that you haven't seen since the last convention. So now to know that there are 2 years between the next meetup, it's a bit scary. Right, I'm now applying the ColorX colors.
Yeah, right. Talk us through the process.
Very lightly. Don't want to bleed it into areas where it shouldn't be. So it's like a lot of imagination, imagining a line. Like the thing is, you want to shape the nose, but again, not too far. So it's like very carefully getting closer to the border, brim, I don't know. Just to give him like some greenish shadows. And what's really helpful is if you have like certain lightings like this. I mean, therefore, obviously, I really recommend references as I'm using one right now. And if you have like one of these references, put them in a digital program to make them black and white and look at the values. Like I noticed that the green actually isn't as light as it is. If you would put the finished picture in black and white, you would see like this is also a shadow. Mm-hmm. So I'm going not as light, just for the first layer, but it's getting a bit deeper. Another layer.
It's been often requested that we do a video or something where we try out each other's art forms. I mean, now I'm bringing it up again now with Endless around. That can be a more fun video, actually. It could actually really be a more fun video that I'm going to try to draw something, you're going to make some music on Endless, which is a little bit more approachable than if I set you down in Ableton Live or anything. Maybe we'll do it at some point if that's something that you guys are interested in.
I mean, we can try it.
I mean, that's the thing. So somebody brings it up in the chat. I'm like, yeah, well, we can do it. You're in the chat. Tell us, like, is that a video you'd be interested in?
We haven't streamed for a long time.
I mean, we don't need to stream that. It's just be a video. But yeah, we're typically very careful with like video topics. Or like he's the one who decides, but I'm just here to edit it. But yeah, usually very careful with the topics for videos, because like just working on such a video takes such a long time. We better be sure that like we feel like that's something people will want to see. So obviously, if you want to see something, that's something you can let us know right here, right now, or on the Discord server, or wherever you are active. Yeah. Because something like donations came up earlier, just going to address so. We have been hit in some form due to the whole lockdown situation, which is so he's got an Etsy shop. You can buy stuff like prints and the comic book on Etsy, but currently we cannot ship outside of Europe. We've been getting a lot of questions. The shop was closed for a week or so. Right now it looks like we can definitely or mostly ship to all of Europe. But the international situation is like weird. Like some countries accept shipments, some don't. Specifically the US and Canada, they don't accept shipments from Germany right now, or plenty of other countries. It's just they just can't handle the usual load. So we can't ship to the US. If you're still waiting on something, you should have gotten an email or a message through Etsy. If not, now you know. But yeah, we can't ship outside of Europe. But if you're in Europe and you want to get something, instead of donating, you can just buy something and then get something back. Nevertheless, we very much appreciate that right now Ray has donated $1.99.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
We never ask for donations. It is an option. It's on, but we usually also don't even bring it up. I just brought it up because there was someone in chat who also brought it up several times. And yeah, don't feel like you need to. Like again, if you really want to give some money, you can also get something in return by either buying something from his shop if we can ship there right now, or if you can bear to wait. Although no, you can't currently order outside of Europe. That's something you can do. That's an option. Okay, let me scroll back up the chat then. Okay, first thing I see or read is Echo draw Yaoi. Why would you?
You should do it.
I can't even draw like easy things right. Like how was I supposed to get that right?
Give it a try.
Hecklux, what do you think of Lavan's drawings? Well, obviously I just tolerate them.
It's not as like that's why I paint on stream, because otherwise it wouldn't work.
I used masking fluid on hot press paper and it just tore up my paper. Do you have tips for avoiding that?
I know that feel. I think it's sometimes maybe also a bit related on the or depending on the paper. I would just assume that because it's very 50-50 for me. But recently I haven't had as many troubles with it. So I don't know if it's the paper. I use like the typical Arches hot pressed 300 gram paper. But yeah, the only thing that I know from like the packaging is that it shouldn't stay on for over a day. So if you are planning to leave it overnight, that I think increases the risk of tearing it afterwards.
We just got another donation.
Oh, thank you.
$10. I don't know what the
gosh.
eyes. I don't know if it's like specific kind of dollar, but there's definitely a 10.
All right.
10 of some currency. Thank you, Alec.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I mean, regardless what number it is.
Why Ecolox is always with you? Well, I mentioned earlier, this is basically my home office. Where
yeah, and also like
all the technology is.
how would I do it? Like you have to focus on not messing up the painting and stuff like that. So it's oops.
There is the rare like Instagram live stream that he does where he doesn't need me.
Yeah.
And then I'm still like in chat and trying to steer people away from weird comments in chat.
Alright, I'm going darker now using some tube colors.
Will you be showing art from others on stream? Yes, this time around it's only on our Discord server though. And hang on, let me just... There we go. Only on our Discord server. The link is in the video description, and also sometimes shows up like in the bottom there. In the like, hang on, over there, like somewhere. We got a channel just for that, and we go through them from time to time. Hopefully, it's not going to be too much this time around, since we're just usually we're just doing that for hours, which is cool, but also there's some painting happening right here, which you're going to see.
Could be exhausting.
Ecolox is squatting at Lavan's house like the Yolanda guys are in front of Link's house in Breath of the Wild. Sometimes, yeah.
Didn't know that.
I kind of just do that sometimes. Just hang out outside.
That's a hobby.
I can't do that right now very much because obviously...
Police is coming.
Yeah, I can't loiter, but I do that sometimes. Now that there's a balcony, I'm just going to like climb up the balcony and then knock on the window. Lavan teach Ecolox how to draw someday. He tried.
Yeah.
He tried.
But you gave up. That's the same. Like I'm not by no means a musician, so I don't sing or something like that. And that's something you also tried me to.
Well, again, now with Endless, I keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I don't have the Endless ad, the commercial in OBS. Okay. There's not going to be an ad for that.
Yeah. But to explain, it's a music app.
It's a music app. It's pretty hot right now. It's only out on iOS right now, but it's pretty fucking cool.
It's only for those Apple...
I mean, we have to do a Lavan jam at some point. But today's not the day. Today's the day we draw Cloud. Our good old boy Cloud.
Oh, damn. He
What
has
happened?
some points in his face.
Some spots. Oh.
Yeah. But maybe I can overpaint them. But I need to hair dry it.
Oh, okay. Gonna mute. And we're back.
I'm going to change the water quickly, because it would turn all blue.
Okay. Is it day there? Yep, looks like it, right? To be exact, it's 6:40 p.m. Germany. Germany is the time zone. We're our own time zone, you know? everyone around us does crazy things, and we're just always stuck at between 6 and 7 p.m.
No, I noticed that last time I streamed, I probably had different glasses.
Oh, let's talk about the new glasses. That is actually a topic worth talking about, because there is some story to those glasses.
Well,
But before that, Lauvan looks kind of like Jacksepticeye. Damn! When I booted up OBS again for this stream,
there was this joke.
there
picture.
was the Jacksepticeye pic still in there,
Oh my
which
God.
also means I didn't move it. You know what? I'm just gonna.
You have it. That's cringe.
Oh, it's not called Jacksepticeye, so I don't.
You don't
bad.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay,
the glasses. So there's something to be said about those glasses.
The OG glasses, which also were featured on my 2017 art book cover, were old.
Because they were from 2007. 2007.
Really, really old. And yeah, I think about 1 or 2 months ago, had some new glasses.
Yeah, but those glasses, they came with a little bit of an adjustment period.
Yeah,
The story doesn't end there.
I saw everything warped for a week or two, and everything appeared like slightly slender. So I had like a tilt, a warp in that direction, and yeah, now I got used to it, and also I look a bit more thinner in the mirror. It's not like it's an easy way to lose some
pounds. But I remember like the first few times you were drawing, and then you took the glasses off and noticed like, oh my god, like the proportions are like way off in one dimension only.
You try to cancel it, and then things happen.
Oh, there's some dude in chat. I don't know if you know him. Like that like weird avatar. His name is Drawing Like a Sir.
Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I can see him. And he's criticizing the music.
Yes, I have turned it down. I had turned it down by that point. Now I was turned up because of the hairdryer.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn it down again.
I mean, yeah, there's always a Drawing Like a Sir in the chat. That will remind you of that.
Oh, when will you do a stream and talk about Big Bad Wolf?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
the last live stream, the thing didn't exist yet.
Yeah, I wanted to do like something where I like a video or something, and then I plan to do like a little Q&A. So I did like ask on Instagram for some questions and screenshotted them. But I wasn't able to record it so far, so it's a bit.
But it would happen at some point.
Yeah. I mean, also like the one other problem is like it's at the moment with the virus a bit bad timing to show a book that you can't really order when you are living outside Europe. So it's
as I said earlier, we can't ship outside Europe right now, so it wouldn't make sense to make that video and then have everybody know like, oh, by the way, you can't have it.
Yeah, that's not that great.
I'm pulling something up, another announcement real quick. Matt is protecting Lau from criticism. That's not true. You can criticize him all you want.
Yeah, give it to me. Give it.
Let's do the roast of Lauvan.
Sometimes you just feel too good, which is never the case. But yeah, in that context, I can take it.
Okay. I got the thing that I was looking for. I just need to save it. So, one of the reasons that one video didn't happen yet, or hasn't happened yet. Sorry, I need to make sure that I use the present perfect in those cases. One of the reasons the video hasn't happened yet is because he's been preparing some other stuff. There's one video that you're preparing, and there's something that's gonna happen on Wednesday.
Oh yes,
I got a thing right here to show you all. So tell us what's gonna happen next Wednesday.
I am going to have a webinar, which I think is a workshop. Actually, I don't know why.
Why
webinar? I would call it a workshop. Where I go from so I prepared a line art or like a sketch already, so it's like something that I can color, and then I'm going through the single steps that I have in mind when coloring something like that. And I want to, like, the thing is, Wacom and Clip Studio, it's like hosted by them, both of them.
Yeah, I got the graphic on screen right now.
And they were really like giving me a free hand on the topic. And so I think, so it's very free in a way, but I also have certain things that I have like in mind that I want to address at least, but also it's something interactive, I guess, or a bit at least. So if there are any, if there's something that I'm doing too quick or something, then you can go in there. But the thing is, I want to also talk a bit about different styles, because in my digital progress, I shifted styles a lot. So I had like a phase where I would look at the Kimi-chan art, and then at Ilya Kuvshinov art, and then I got hooked with cover C art. And that's like at the moment where I'm a bit like I love that more manga-esque style, and go a bit away from the realism that has been like very, very popular or is still popular. And but the thing is, I still know how to do both in a way. So I would talk like, okay, at this point you can stop, or you can go in a different direction and maybe flesh it out.
So the point is, there's going to be a webinar happening next Wednesday at the given time that's there, and you can sign up. I'm going to post the link in chat right now, but you can also figure it out by going to the Wacom, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Clip Studio. Like, they got it posted there somewhere, or if you just look for the webinars on there. You can sign up for this webinar. I don't know how many spots they have open, but I guess it's, I don't know if it's unlimited or anything. Let's just say it's limited, and you need to be fast, so just sign up right now.
Let's just say I have stage fright.
He's so nervous.
Yeah.
But you know, this right now, I don't see the viewer numbers right now, but it's probably going to be more than in that webinar, so don't worry. No pressure.
I mean, the thing is, like, I already did this drawing, so I know what I'm now.
I guess so, yeah. By the way, yes, the stream is going to stay saved unless...
something weird happens.
Then I need to set it to private and edit something out, which hopefully is not going to happen. And
it only happened once.
It had only happened once, and very few people caught it.
Yeah.
And also the when are you going to end the stream? When we feel like it.
Yeah. Let's see how far we can go.
Yeah. Actually, like this is less about like the result and more about just hanging out with you guys. And
I mean, the result is already done. no, just I trying to read some questions. Do you usually drink when you are drawing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's personal.
By the way, the webinar is free.
Yeah. That's just I think you have to sign up.
You have to sign up. There's like a form that you need to sign up with, but it's free.
Yeah. It's not really.
The
drinking thing.
Yeah.
I drink, I think, too little.
He does, yeah.
And that's why it's like the German big gulp.
Cherry Coke.
Yeah, I didn't want to just always stand up and get a new drink, so I just have to bottle.
2 or 3 hours ago, we ventured into the hostile outsides and scavenged us some Cherry Coke.
Yeah. Sugar-free, obviously.
When are the thoughts on Final Fantasy VII Remake happening? A little bit later in the stream, because we don't want to like have people tune out because of spoilers, because there will be spoilers, but we'll give ample warning. There'll be spoiler tag on the screen.
I still can say I thought it was too short. That's like my main thing.
I'm not going to get into that discussion.
I wanted to have more.
I mean, I also wanted to have more, but I was still content with what I got. But that's a topic for another time.
I mean, the thing is, after that...
for another time.
I watched the video summary on what happened in the original thing.
Yeah.
So...
By the way, we're both wearing pants. Or we're both wearing trousers, not just pants.
We have no legs, like the PewDiePie joke. Like we just have none.
Show the faces closer, please. We don't... which face? Because like, I'm not gonna put my face close.
He
to the
looks
camera.
very creepy.
My face is close enough as it is.
He now gets the Sephiroth lipstick.
Oh, Lavan's face cam is frozen. Good. Yeah, thanks for reminding us. That sometimes happens because it's a very, very old thing. I'm just gonna deactivate and reactivate it, and that should be good then.
Probably.
There we go. Yeah, it just takes a
Yes.
few seconds.
Ooh. The greasy hair. Ooh.
Link in the description for the workshop. I can put it in there. Yes. It's not gonna show up for you right away if you look there. You would need to refresh. But yeah, I'm gonna put it in there.
You know what?
What?
I'm giving Cloud now some perfection here. Some
Perfection.
Some rosy lips. Gonna give him the makeover.
Okay. There we go. Just do some clickety clacks in the background real quick. There we go, that's it. Now we'll get the link in the description so you can later, choose to go there and sign up for the Wacom webinar. Right. Let's go back. So you've been familiar with the original? Yes, I've played it as a teen. I don't think I played it the year it came out. I think I played it like 2 or 3 years later.
You had a huge bias when playing that game. So much. Like, you have to imagine, I was quicker with playing because I played it on easy. And I couldn't, like, not one word. And I felt so threatened at some point.
Liking the original is a double-edged sword because they could have also extremely disappointed me.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So there's that. I could have swung in the whole different direction, but I didn't. I liked it.
Yeah. But also you are like, there's no criticism allowed around you. So
by the way,
if you have some issues with the remake, don't come to Echo. He is really.
By the way, it was drawing like a sir who brought that question up, which is funny because I need to let out of some steam right here that you were invited to a podcast about Final Fantasy VII, not having played the original, and I was sitting right behind you on that fucking couch, going like.
Oh,
I have an opinion about that.
Oh, he's going to embarrass himself. No, the thing is, like, really, we had a podcast, the Shonen Cast, on Spotify, and like the last time I had something to do with Final Fantasy, I think it was Dirge of Cerberus, or was Crisis Core? Is it older? I don't know, but that one of those games. And it's been so long that I had no idea. I tried to check up a few things after we. Had the talk about, like, for one of his artist opinions.
We give lots of shout outs to Drawing Like a Sir.
Yeah, I mean, he's here.
I'm going to send you an invoice later myself.
Damn. Well, but the thing is, the thing is also collab in English. I don't know. But still. So if you're German,
it's a German podcast,
you should check it out. And I had no idea about Final Fantasy that much. And he said some story plot lines and stuff like that, and I thought, well, I had no idea.
I've just been invited to maybe another one, so I mean, now that the game's out, there's plenty to talk about there, and I got plenty of opinions. Not necessarily just positive opinions.
Oh my god, what's the negative?
That's spoiler territory, and we're gonna get into that later in the stream.
All right. Again, for me, it's too short. Like, will there be nine physical copies? 9?
We just got another donation. Thank you again, Alec.
Thank you, Alec.
And it actually comes with a request. Now, it's these kind of things can be dangerous if people start throwing money and requesting things that we might not be able to fulfill. So don't expect anything like that. However, in this case, I can fulfill that request.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if it's easy to do, like if you have some specific questions, I mean, I tried to read the chat. But
interesting. I didn't even have that whole album in this playlist, but I'm going to put it in there now. Oh, okay. Let me read chat actually while you are. We don't want any dead air on here. If there's one thing I learned in radio school, it's you don't want to have any dead air. My dad is making me play Final Fantasy VII the original before I play Final Fantasy VII the remake, because otherwise I won't appreciate the work they did.
I mean, I've seen like a video thing where it's got
I can understand that.
Got like a summary and yeah, I don't know. Like it's a bit different, I guess.
It's without really going to spoilers, just like as a game, just really as a game in itself, it's a different game. Also, I mean, there's some points where you need like context for the original, which is, or rather, you need something in the remake happens, and having context from the original is pretty helpful. But yeah,
and hey,
I wouldn't force anyone to play the original before playing the remake.
At least I played Kingdom Hearts, so
yeah. How did that go for you?
I know that Squall actually is called Leon.
I know what it is. You don't like me liking Final Fantasy VII because Final Fantasy VII Remake was my Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts 3 disappointed you.
Yeah.
That's the whole basis for this argument. Then
it's like if I had to wait this long to get disappointed, why are you so happy?
I am happy. I'm so goddamn happy. I had the time of my life in this game. Okay, I've queued up the song Dorian Dance as a result of that donation. It just required a little bit of hacking there. Okay, when you use... Oh, I mean, we can cover that question at least once per stream. When have you started drawing?
When? In general, you mean? I have drawn since 2005-06, around that time. When I got... when I signed up for Animex and got myself a hell of a ride. I mean, I could like spill the tea about Animex, but it's a German website. I don't know.
Wasn't there recently a case where you talked about all of that?
Yeah, I think so.
Where was it? Was it on Marcel's podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like thing.
That's another shout out.
But the thing is, only what I can say is Animex wasn't a really welcome place for using reference and stuff like that. Like they had a whole honor system in their head, like what you should and shouldn't do as an artist, and that's like, ooh.
I'm gonna need a short break, but only me. So in that time, I think I will have ample time with you answering the following question: When do you use wet on dry, and when do you use wet on wet when it comes to like details, or just like in general? Like what's the different tactic there?
So let's get into some art specifics. The thing is, you want to work wet on wet if you go for like blurry shadows and stuff like that, and you want to go hard with hard edges when you have stuff like this around here. So I'm going to give this a hard edge, and that should stay. So if I am now trying to feather out anything into the rest, so because we don't want to have like these lines here, zoom out a bit. So we need to wet the whole area again, but I won't touch this part. So this is where we work on dry, and the rest gets some more color variations, like darker blue and a more vibrant blue, and maybe a bit more greenish blue. And here we go a bit more desaturated again, but also darker. And we still won't touch that, but also we don't want to have really like these lines everywhere where we don't want them to have. So just carefully you have to color this without touching that sharp edge you created. And that's when you, like, this is basically wet on dry paper. The rest is wet on wet. And yeah, so this way you can create like smooth gradients, but also keep an edge where you want one to have. That's something that you can notice that I did also here on the nose, the nostril. I waited for that place to be fully dry, and then, or at least a bit dry, and try to feather it out a bit in the upper direction. But you have a sharp, very sharp edge there. And that's only going to continue. Like the lips also, I was a bit too working on it too soon. That's why we have a little smudge there, but as it goes a bit darker, it doesn't really matter as much. It just needs to be like a dry place for the lip line to not fully fade into the rest. So, yeah. But now I need to hair dry this part, otherwise my hand will... so this part here. Otherwise my hand will get stained.
Oh, I had myself muted. And we're back, and you're never gonna know what we're talking about.
How do you shade? How long would you wait for the paint to dry? The thing is, that's something I guess that only comes with a bit of experience. Like, you notice at certain places when the paper is too dry at certain areas, because the color appear a bit darker. So if you wet the whole face and you see like some puddles or stuff like really subtle puddles, that's something you get by experience. Then it's probably best to leave it for a short dry time, just so you won't lift off any color that hasn't set already. So that's usually a thing, to wait until or to work as long as it's wet. And if certain areas are drying down, then it's safe to just stop and wait until everything has dried down. Otherwise you would wipe off some color.
All right. People want to know what we talked about. They're not gonna know.
Do you want to learn Spanish? There is a question.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would love to learn like lots of languages.
Oh, actually, let me...
I just know descarga.
You know what? It makes a lot... We all know what you did. I'm just gonna switch these around, because then you can see when somebody tags Lauvan, and on my window I can see when somebody tags me. That makes a lot more sense. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're doing very traditional painting here, but surrounded by 3 screens, 4 if you count that phone over there.
Yeah, also I get sweaty with the light.
Oh yeah, sweaty with the light. That's a new song title I'm gonna put out. Oh, that's gonna be the song title for the song that you're gonna make at some point.
Right. I mean, I feel like Andy in the moment.
Andy?
Yeah.
Oh, that Andy.
From the game.
Yeah, you just...
The feminization of Cloud, like giving him now some eyeshadow, some lipstick, some everything. He will be like the best contestant on Drag Race.
Somebody asking about actually like the webcam and the stuff that we use. So it's actually a pretty good question, which is so we used to just have like a Logitech C920, which is the one I'm looking in right now, which we used to use this one for the paintings. And before that we had a C270 by Logitech, which is pointed at him right now. Both of them are pretty not good. But thankfully it's at some point last year we were gifted a capture card, and now we can use his actual proper DSLR camera for this live stream, which is why everything looks so
crisp,
great.
Crisp like cereal.
Have you guys had dinner already? We had lunch. Dinner's gonna happen after this, so that's one factor for ending the stream when we get too hungry.
Although during the stream I often just don't notice it. I get hungry. But yeah, we will see. I'm now applying like Jeffree Star Cosmetics. He gets like the perfect lip shade.
Do you usually use the hairdryer and edit it out of the video?
Yes. Not
always. Sometimes you actually wait.
Sometimes I'm like very... you have to imagine like the hairdryer at my room is like outside of my room. So I would have to stand up and get it. And that's like not my thing. So sometimes I'm just too lazy to get the hairdryer. And then I just stand up, watch a bunch of YouTube videos and then come back to it. I mean, breaks are really important sometimes. Sometimes it's procrastination, but sometimes you really want to just give it a new, fresh look. Yeah. All right. So another thing, I mean, I can zoom in.
Yeah,
to it,
that's another nice thing. We can actually zoom in without it getting all pixelated and stuff.
I also can look at the screen. So yes, that's often with lips. It's the case that if you have them to like a very hard line, that can happen with watercolor. If you work on dry paper, you can try and take a.
It's out of focus.
Wait, I can. Oh, it's magic here.
Ooh. Technology.
There is a bit of moisture, not really much, but yeah, I can feather it out with that using not as so a bit of water, bit of moisture, and going.
I need a button. You know what? Now that I've got everything hooked up like this with the little mixer, I need to also grab my old launch pad and just have samples for like moisture and effects and like echo and all that. I know. I'm not gonna do anything.
I mean, another thing that you've probably noticed by now is that I'm working from light to dark. So things like lash line and everything that's really going to get a bit of like deep color that comes like on top when. I mean, you can mix it. Sometimes it's good to have like lines laid out and then go with a wash of water over it so it blends more nicely together. But that risk of just everything going, messy and everything bleeding into each other, that can be devastating. So I like to apply things like lash line, like the eyebrows and stuff like that later on.
I think it will very soon be time for the first round of art submissions because there's plenty of stuff in there, and also I already saw something that struck out to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to spoil you specifically. Oh yeah, there was this period of like 2 weeks where your whole Instagram story feed was chock full of Ian.
Oh my god, yes.
Like nothing has ever been so full of Ian other than Sam.
The Draw This in Your Style challenge was incredible, or is still, I mean, it's still going. I just collect the submissions in a way, and then maybe today or tomorrow I will post and share them again on in the Instagram stories. But it's huge, huge amount.
Yeah,
and I'm really grateful like that my OC has sparked so much creative process in like doing gender bent versions and doing whatever. Even though he was just like supposed to look sexy, that was everything I went for. And yeah, there have been storytellings and stuff like that, so that's amazing.
Okay. Do you feel like now would be so? Obviously, you always need to like slow down with painting when we do art submissions. But would now be a good time, or should I wait a little bit longer?
Just wait a bit.
Okay. Just let me know when you're working on something where you don't need to like ultra precision, and then I think we can start with the art submissions. Round number 1, of course. By the way, I'm very sad that only one person caught, or at least found the joke funny that I made about. But yeah.
What joke did you make?
Now I'm just gonna. Next time you do the hairdryer, I'm gonna repeat it to you while we're muted. Others can later rewatch this and maybe spot the joke, which wasn't very funny, as is tradition when I open my mouth. Wow, has an hour gone by already? Has it? Yes, 1 hour and 10 minutes actually. That's crazy. Time flies. At what time do you feel most creative? Like for me, when I like to paint late at night. What about you?
I think it's like afternoon in a way, but it's like depending on the shape. Like if I wake up and have an idea or something and feel like inspired, then doesn't really matter, I guess. But drawing late at night, I'm not that big of a fan, because I don't have like the best lights at my house, and especially if you work traditionally, then you can screw up the color scheme a bit. If the light source is too warm, you tend to pick different colors as if there's daylight. And that's why I usually like to just, afternoon or like midday. I don't know.
I'm happy again because people actually did notice.
They noticed the joke.
Maybe they're just lying to me. Maybe they just want me to feel good. But I am feeling good, so that's all that matters.
That's everything that counts.
Yeah. The whole world and everything we feel is so subjective. I'm just going to register this as genuine success. Genuine positive success, yes.
Yeah. You should be a comedian.
Are you thirsty, Ecolox? I keep watching you drinking water. No, I'm not thirsty because I keep drinking water. That keeps me from being thirsty. But yeah, I need to fill that glass up very soon. For the light effect of the armor of the shoulder piece, what did you use? The color white?
That's masking fluid. But nice.
Oh yeah, you applied it earlier, right?
Yeah. I would need to add some more sprinkles there because at the moment it doesn't really look as I planned. But yeah, that was to explain something. So not that bad. And the fun thing though is that I did this painting already, so I can be and work more freely here because we will have a nice result after all. First stream to happen, like.
I really want some effects on here. I think at some point when we take a break, I'm just gonna use like 2 minutes to set up some reverb and some delay, just for small little moments like this. Does masking fluid smell good to you?
I think it smells like nothing. Let me.
No, we're gonna get high on
it smells
stream.
like craft shop, but the Baumarkt.
Yeah, not the good one.
It smells like a PVC.
Yeah.
Ground.
Yeah.
Like what you would if you renovate your home.
There's also a bit of pine tree in there.
Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't smell like mushrooms or something, so it's okay. I still need to constantly have new tissues because once they're wet, you can't really control the moisture in your brush.
So while you do that, I'm just gonna quickly put on screen again the Wacom webinar that's happening next Wednesday. There is a sign-up link. Depending on when you joined the stream, the sign-up link is actually in the description. If it's not, I'm just going to post it again in chat. You can sign up. It's free. You don't need to pay anything. Yeah, that's going to happen. The info is on screen. You can learn some stuff about digital art, digital painting, digital coloring. Because earlier there was actually a question which was, would you prefer traditional or digital?
I mean, traditional is like the home thing where I feel like, okay, you quickly can add colors and stuff like that, and you have a physical result. But in terms of sketching, I tend nowadays to go more into digital things. So when I do like traditional works, usually the sketch was done digitally before that because I could easily flip it and then change the head size, the hand size, and just make sure that once I put in the work to transfer it on paper, there's not a mistake that I've somehow missed. And yeah, so in regards to sketching, I nowadays prefer more digital, but after all, I think I'll be a traditional artist. Giving him some mascara.
Where's the custom Lauvan toilet paper tissue merch? Actually, now would be the perfect time for that, right?
Yeah, I would.
We should have
I
just
would
done
be
it.
a millionaire if I would have stocked up some of that.
Oh my God.
Exquisite toilet
Especially
paper.
when we're still able to ship to the US. That would have been a good moment for us. Wow. Wow, we really missed that train.
Handcrafted toilet paper made in Germany, and that has like a seal and everything.
And then there's Ian and Sam on that.
How foolish of us to think that
foolish.
that stuff it was cheap.
Yeah.
Like, it is.
We just took it for granted, and now we're paying the price.
Yeah.
I haven't seen toilet paper in the store down the street for 3 weeks, maybe 4. We're getting by, but it's getting close, which is
always like asking family and friends to have like some new. I mean, the thing is, though, I have to say, it's like, I mean, people are making, like, we are making fun
of the situation, yeah.
But how even are you going to deal if you have none? Like, is it always running to the shower quickly and?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd be happy if I had a bidet now, because then that whole problem would be circumvented. I don't know. I guess so. I guess you just start eating a good amount of fiber and then just showering your ass.
You just pray. you
just shower your ass.
You just hope that you don't have to go to the toilet anymore.
Oh, where have we landed? We should just stop.
Yeah, we can do the art submissions.
We're doing art submissions now. What do you think of that? What do you think, huh? What do you think of that, mate? Okay, let me pull up art submissions. Let me make sure that I got smooth scrolling activated. That's good. Now make sure that the framing is correct. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, moving it over. There we go. We got art on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. And this first time around, you can actually properly see it.
Yeah. We have a nice deku from Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has some lovely colors, lovely shading.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna scroll. Yeah, no, I'm gonna scroll with my cool mouse wheel. There you go. And I'm gonna make sure the mouse cursor is not on screen.
And here it's a no C, I guess. He's German.
Alex, nice.
And yeah, he has some kind of snake vibes to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. This one here, I'm gonna make an example of you on stream. Sorry for that, but this channel is solely for art submissions.
What is it though?
It's just a message.
Ah, okay.
It's not a bad message. Don't. This channel is not for messages. The chat is for messages.
Ah, all right.
Facecam, we don't have facecam while this is happening because there's already so much on screen. You don't need to see our faces. Look at the art instead. Our faces are irrelevant right now. Here's another one.
Ooh, I love the bluish hues.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, like the painting style is very pretty.
Right. Nice shading there. I just started out watercolor and I'm trying to be more loose and have fun with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, going a bit in, and that's usually how you should start. Like, get a bit away, like the fear that you could mess up stuff. Because I mean, what other way is there to learn other than try and error, getting some experience? And I think for that, I mean, hey, you know how to work wet on wet and wet on dry.
Moving on. Sorry, my mouse cursor keeps showing up on stream. I made this for a challenge on another Discord server, a punk chicken hybrid. It works.
Cute.
Yeah, that works really well. If you had told me like a punk chicken hybrid, I was like, what? But this is actually working out pretty well. Nice.
Yeah. Like I could see like DuckTales.
Yeah, next up. Part 1 of my hoodie designs. We got 2 right here. Nice, good. Are those going to be produced, or is this just for fun? I think the time for the webinar, if you follow the link, there should be some more time zones on there. Or maybe it actually adjusts to the time zone. I don't know. The question, the answer is I really don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It's on Wednesday. You'll find out. Not my usual style, but I had to do surrealism for 8th grade art class, and I'm pretty proud of it. So here it is.
Oh yeah, that dripping candy. Looks delicious.
Delish.
Delish.
Delish. Oh, this one. Made with markers. Haven't drawn in a while, and this is the first one in weeks. I like the colors.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also the pose, it's
You
dynamic.
You can always get me with that blue with some beige or yellow in there. There's something about it. Monster Hunter likes to do that. That's a lot of one of the palettes in Monster Hunter very often. So here's the one that I mentioned earlier. Look at this one.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
It's really nicely painted, and I recognize one of them.
There are no glasses on there though.
Yeah, because when I do photos, I put them away
Yeah.
because I know they were old at that time.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned it at the start of this segment again, which is that this time around we're only doing Discord art submissions. The reason is of technical nature. I used to have a script that would pull everything from all those sources into one badge into one folder, and then we could show them all on screen. That script isn't working anymore because Twitter and Instagram and everyone updates their shit all the time. So there wasn't enough time to update the script. So today we're just going to do Discord art submissions. So join the Discord server. The link is in the description, and it's actually down there right now. bit.ly/larvandiscord, all lowercase. Join us, and please be nice to the moderators. Here's one by Nem, who's been in the community for a very long time.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching Siren all day, so I'm drawing a mermaid right now. So far, this is my sketch.
Nice. It has like some nice dimensional foreshortening in it.
Here's a dragon. Here are 2 dragons.
Ooh, it's really fleshed out pictures.
I gotta lean over to read the description. Something I finished a few days ago. The piece I'm working on right now also started with watercolor on my Instagram account, hang on, I'm just going to scroll up so people can see Instagram account. So when you post on our Discord server, usually we feature stuff from Twitter and Instagram, and obviously the username is on screen. So if you post here and you want to also tag your Instagram or Twitter or DeviantArt or whatever, that's totally fine, just put it in there. So you can use this channel to post your art along with like a caption, description, or just your Instagram username or whatever. And usually, like, we make sure that the whole server isn't, like, overwhelmed with people just joining and posting, like, oh, can you follow me here? And, like, begging for likes and all that. We do not like that. This is your one occasion to do it. This is the live stream where we want you to do that on this particular channel. Here we got Neon. So I've been drawing...
Oh, that's cute.
I've only been drawing for about a week and a half, and I wanted to do some fan art of Ian. I'll be trying to color sometime in the near future.
Yeah, nice. I mean, he has that seductive grin already.
There will be more than one round of art submissions, and yes, Souls, I am giving you a lot more work. Next one by Gigi. Picked up an old work in progress, and I'm scared to do the hair.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I mean, hair is scary, and to be honest, like when I did the hair of Cloud for the thumbnail art. I don't think we will manage to really get into the hair here on stream because it just takes so long. I just can recommend to work maybe on a different sheet of paper and try if you can give the illusion of hair with working more roughly, like thinking of the hair as shapes with certain gradients and stuff like that. So you don't have to really paint every single hair. That's like I think the most scary part about it.
Mm-hmm. Next one.
No, is it Japan? I don't know. It looks like Bakugo. Anyway.
I was worried because I'm seeing it in a slightly smaller size here that this area right here would be not safe for work, but I think we're good.
I love the composition. The idea is cool. It's really like book cover-esque.
Yeah. There's a question that we're not going to address right now, simply for time reasons and because we're focused on something else. But after this round, we're going to talk about where can people read the comic, because there's you can read the comic, but yeah, let's talk about that later. There we go. Here we got something by Warlord Fanyan. That's a nice username. I like it.
Some nice dragonfly splash art.
Yeah.
Like always cool for tattoo motives. But yeah, I like the
Good use
the
of watercolor.
yeah, and also like the choice of colors.
And we got a Tifa. It's just a small watercolor sketch of Tifa while I'm working on a bigger artwork of Cloud. If you want to see more, my Instagram is takame._.
Oh yeah. I mean
that's how you do it.
I just love like the way the black gets into this ultramarine blue. Like that's really pretty. It has like more atmosphere to it, and also like some shapes are getting lost there, and that makes it more dynamic. Yeah. Perfect fit for the Cloud I'm painting. He has a girlfriend now.
I colored the background with watercolors, and Moana I did with gouache and colored pencils for some shadow and highlights. So mixed media.
Oh, also like the rendering. I mean, the character really pops out with the background.
Good choice of colors. Great work. Coming up next, something I drew yesterday. I usually avoid doing backgrounds. They scare me, but I challenged myself with that one, and I'm happy I did. We're happy you did.
Yeah. I mean, the colors are lovely. It has like this nice atmosphere like of the evening, and also like that kind of like punk attitude with the plasters and stuff like that. It's nice.
Next up, we got some Pokemon art. You were really big into the Pokemon game.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't wait for the add-ons, but I mean, lovely design.
Yeah.
Also like
it fits right in there.
Yeah, and also like the fire element with the black and red. I don't know, gives me a bit of nostalgia. It looks like those Pokemon cards, like the fire.
I'm not sure when the registrations for the webinar close. I don't know.
Yeah, that much information.
All the info that you can find on the website itself, where there is the form. That's all the info that we got. So. Yeah. Sorry.
I just got told like time and date, and
you just got told work.
Yeah.
Work it.
Do it.
I painted this portrait with Copics and colored pencil. My focus was only on coloring and shading. What do you think about it?
Oh, it's nice and lovely. I mean, yeah. Also like the blonde hair and the rendering it has in a way. It looks a bit more three-dimensional, but also like the composition. And I mean, just heads often can get lost very easily, and I think you did a great job on making it a picture.
Then we got two paintings that look a little bit like studies. I think one of them ended up upside down, but it could also be intentional.
Ah, yeah. Okay. And yeah, it looks like something that I would have done in university, like those still life things.
Nice. Up next, if you guys want to see more of this, my Instagram, yeah, that's how you do it. You can share your Instagram account along with your drawing or painting.
Yeah, nice portrait.
Nice one. Up next, this is still a work in progress, but it's going great. Yeah, looks like it's going great. Looks like you're having fun with this. That's good.
The scheme is pretty. So color scheme, I mean.
And yeah, next up, a recent thing that I drew in Procreate. My Instagram handle is listed here. Hope this is allowed. Yes, it is allowed, and it's encouraged. This is the one place where you do that.
Oh.
Oh, that was a very loud thing happening outside.
Motorbike.
Yeah. I heard it really loudly on my left ear for some reason.
Uh-huh. But yeah, that's a cute space otter.
Nice. Okay. Next we have this character, this little drawing.
It's also cute.
Kind of reminds me of some of your old drawings.
What, really?
A little bit. I don't know why. I like it. It's good. That's meant as a compliment to both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Nice line work.
Next up we got a GIF. I don't know if it's animated. It should animate if I mouse over, but it's not. So, oh, okay, there we go. Now it's animating.
Aww.
Nice. Finished this earlier this week after 15.5 hours of working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. I mean, animation.
But it looks smooth and nice.
We got someone in chat who can talk about animation and how long this stuff takes to make an intro for their YouTube channel. Then we got this one with no comment other than a squashed pepper.
Oh, but I know the artist. Also drew an Ian, and then also from Yachino the draw this in your style. They're really pretty, and I love the style. It has like some very boldness to it, but also looks very tender in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like very delicate lines.
Nice. Now we got this one. Been a while since I did something. Your stream made me doodle a little bit again. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I like it when we can encourage people
like
to pick up a pen.
Great contrast in the hair. I mean, usually I struggle a lot with giving like more black tones in a drawing, but this is cool. Love it.
Here we got an oil painting, which is still work in progress. Still gonna add some more details.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't look like some QVC Harald Glöckner shit.
No, it looks like, I don't know, like, I mean, it looks like a makeup commercial in that regard, maybe, but it's cool. Like, to say that this is a painting, it's impressive.
I'm always careful when scrolling. I'm just hoping that our moderators are looking at this channel and making sure that I'm not accidentally scrolling into like hardcore yaoi. So recently I got more into digital art, but I'm a traditional artist at heart, so I went with the mixed version here. Could be happy if I got some feedback.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the face is pretty... I don't know. I mean, feedback. You mean like criticism? If I would
maybe what to do next, or what to do differently next time you attempt such a thing, such a painting. That would be how I would. I mean,
I think what would be cool is if like a certain thing is more like rendered, like that would really pop. Other than that, like I really love the idea with the line that goes into fades into the background and looks like sort of wings. That's like really such a good idea. Yeah, it's like it doesn't take much, but you
there's definitely some thought put into this.
Yeah, you get it.
You get it. You had an idea and you executed it. Yeah. A meme for my friends. I don't understand it. Don't expect me to understand the meme between your friends, but it's a good drawing.
Yeah, it's cute for the meme.
Yeah, nice. Ooh, this is nice. Old sketch I did a long time ago. I felt this suits the channel. Got helped. I assume the channel helped. This is my interpretation of this. I need to get a little bit closer because, like, usually it's very small for you and very large for me, but this time around it's different. Like this, I love this. It's great. Great shading there. Moving on. This is my OC, and I like drawing Ikemen like you too.
Ooh, yeah, pretty.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. This is the one. My mouse wheel scrolled too far. There you go. This is the one.
I mean, love the atmosphere there.
Yeah.
And I mean, who doesn't like drawing Ikemen? The B shonen. It's
good.
Yeah. Great.
Next up. Sorry for posting again. I could not hold myself not to show two of my OCs, Father Vladnik and his son. His son, I guess. Yeah.
Great drawings as well. Love the expression.
Are we going to see them in the next season of Castlevania on Netflix? Hopefully. What I like to call my first true digital art piece, and we got an Instagram account along with it. That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Again, like, good idea. Like, you decided on, like, okay, this is gonna happen. Then we got like a certain palette. It's always good to start off with a palette, wouldn't you say? And I think I know what's happening. Like, sometimes when people post, it like scrolls me up for some weird reason.
Yeah, I mean, we have to cut it for like some time. Other than that, we just
let me see how far. Okay, we're very close to the end, I think. So I think we can go for
if it's getting like new posts.
Let's just say we're gonna keep going until the minute that we're on. Right. So right now it's 7:34. So once we hit a post that is from 7:34, we're gonna stop and return to this whole thing later. So I did this for a draw this in your style challenge, even or just draw this in your style.
It looks lovely. Yeah. I mean, the flowers and the colors, it's really pretty. Also, like the subtle red tones that are in the background as well. Like, really eye-catching.
Here we'll get some bread. Oh, that bread. Also pretty good drawing too, but
Yeah.
man, that bread.
But that winky smile, nice. He's communicating.
Next up, the balloons are gouache, the rest is watercolor.
Oh, it's also a lovely little landscape.
Yeah, nice. I also like it that you basically put a frame on here and then have something in front of it. Gives it some more depth. Then we got... Oh, this is actually the last one for now. Which I need to get closer again because it's a little bit small on my
It's
screen.
more on the Dali
Oh, it's a
side.
Mr. Skeletal. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, now I reckon... Ooh, there's a skeletal there. Nice. Great.
Great
Wonderful.
work.
Oh, how is Halloween gonna be this year? Oh, you know what? There just something came in just now.
Oh,
So I got this
okay.
one. I can't scroll up further than this right now. So yeah, there's. Hang on, maybe I can.
Nice in the topic of the stream
Yeah.
today.
You know, I'm just gonna shove this up a little bit. So there we go. Great, wonderful. Just woke up a few minutes ago. 1 a.m. right here is my fan out Final Fantasy 7. Did this piece a few months ago. Sorry for the Wacom piece. It's okay. And the Instagram. Nice. And that's our first round of art submissions. It's a lot more manageable now that we're just doing Discord. So I'm sorry. We wanted to do Twitter and Instagram as well, but yeah, the script isn't working anymore. But then again, yeah, it always takes such a long time to get through all of them, and we want to give all of you like at least more than just a second. So there we go. We got art submissions. So I need to fill up my glass of water. What are you doing right now?
Yeah,
Talk us through your process.
Yeah, that's like also I noticed that I was getting a bit slower with the pace of painting, and it's really hard to constantly shift between looking at the paper and trying to save anything that bleeds into the wrong direction, and also make some, I don't know, thoughtful comment on the art. Just yeah, I sometimes screw that up, and then at that point I get stressed and I think like, okay, let me do one thing.
Okay, I'm back on the chat. Chat, tell me what's on your mind. Just what's on your mind? What's happening in your mind lately? I mean,
My face cam is frozen again.
I would have said other than coronavirus, but coronavirus is a thing. So, I mean, if that's on your mind, that's on your mind. I'm going to reactivate the Lao cam in a second. And we're back once more in a very weird situation because only I am visible. Let me see if we can get Lao back on screen without it crashing one more time, because... That might. Oh, hey, here we go. Hello. Don't go, please stay. Oh no, please stay.
What?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, okay.
So we're basically having problems with that webcam over there that's pointed at Lauvan, and that webcam just basically crashed our computer, which is nice. That is very nice of you, Logitech.
Good thing to know.
So I got the chat on here on my phone. If we can't fix the webcam, which it currently looks like we can't fix it, I'm just going to swap this out for his, and I'm not going to be on Facecam. That's, I guess, better than nothing. Let me resume music as well, and also pull the chat back up. I am very sorry. Please don't leave. Yeah. Okay. So, there we go. Yeah, it was proper blue screen, completely crashed. Like, the weird part was the computer froze. Like, I couldn't move my mouse cursor, but audio was still happening. I wasn't sure whether it kept streaming. And then, like, 20 seconds later, it just crashed. So, yeah, I'm just gonna pull everything back up. Chat. Okay, now we can see chat again. Everything's fine. I'm gonna fix the whole webcam situation in a little bit. Let's have some somber music while all of this is happening.
Where is... No, okay. The art was too much for the computer. I get stocked up too much, so...
Shit, I need to rotate rotate this too much.
Oh. I mean, yeah, okay.
I can crop it. I can recrop it. It can be fixed. We can fix him. There you go.
But it's
now
blue.
you're both Lauvan and Echolons.
I'm blue, yeah.
You're also blue. I'm too afraid to go into the white balance settings.
So yeah, have some nice blue tones.
Yeah. I mean, I got another version of chat on my end in a second, so I'm not too worried. Right now, only Lauvan can read the chat, not me.
Yeah, but I don't know what chat is the correct one. There are two chats.
This one.
Ah.
They're the same, but this one's the
Okay.
easy one to read. I'm gonna remove this. There we go.
How tall are you? I am...
We're back. We're finally back after a few minutes of complete chaos. Let's talk about your height.
Yeah. I can only do meters. 1 meter and 85, I think. Don't quote me on that. Maybe it's 86, but could be.
Okay, now I got the stream back up on my end. Yeah, cool thing that happened. I don't even know how many viewers we lost through that, but I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first stream after what time? Like a year, so. And hey, at least we did it. We streamed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the achievement.
Do you want to do a sequel for Big Bad Wolf right away, or I'm gonna do other stuff?
So just to keep everyone like on the same level, Big Bad Wolf is like a comic book.
Oh yes, yeah, we wanted to talk about that anyway. Thank you for the question.
That I worked on last year. Like just the full year. Almost. I started in January and then I think really drawing was in March or May or something like that. And yeah, it's adult content.
I didn't know that.
And the story is really not that much to talk about. It's more or less like inspired a bit by Red Riding Hood in a way, which you can, I think, guess by the title. But it's just a stupid boys' love story. It's not, yeah, it's not really a literal masterpiece in literature or something. It's just
there are very people who would disagree with you on that.
yeah.
Thank you, Oleander Star, for the $15. You have the cutest smile. I could. Thank you. I'm sorry you can't see it anymore.
You have to come here.
Hang on. Let me.
Whoop. Is it blue too? Yeah, it's also blue.
No, you're not blue anymore.
I'm not blue
No,
anymore.
I white balanced it.
Wow.
I was able to white balance, but I'm too afraid to do anything else with those two webcams.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna crash again.
Yeah. The sequel thing, I would like to. The thing is, I just hope that I would be quicker, and I wanted to do more on YouTube again. So I don't know when it's when I have the time to work on it on a sequel.
Okay. We're basically set up again, apart from, the second webcam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a stupid photo that I got and just chuck it on there and call it a day. Yeah. Okay, just catching up on chat. Sorry, I didn't have chat on screen for like 5 minutes or so. So yeah, earlier people were asking like, where can they read it? So there's this whole thing like we can't ship the whole damn thing outside of Europe right now, and but there's a part of the comic that is available.
Yeah, that's the Safe for Work part that is on Webtoons. I think it's enough to just Google Lauvan and Webtoons, and then you should be able to get a suggestion from Google. But yeah, it's there are 20 pages on Webtoons.
Webtoon. Yeah, just look for Lavan on there and you will find it. You will find it. Just looking for a... Okay, let's just take this one. What else do we have here? How much grams is a paper?
300 grams it is. And it's hot press, which means there's not that typical watercolor paper texture. Where it's really smooth.
Lightning round, next question. How do you pronounce your name?
Lauvan.
Yeah. There was recently... Who was it? Because you submitted art to the Vinesauce stream. Vinny called it Leovan, as many people do, but it's an R, not an A.
Yeah.
It's Lauvan. There's actually, if you look up on YouTube, there is like some idiot posted a pronunciation tutorial for Lauvan, and I don't know why.
I don't know who it
I don't know
could
why
be.
they did that. It's I would never do such.
Who would need that?
Okay. I now got a placeholder image on stream.
Nice.
So now my webcam is frozen, if you will, but there we go. Now at least the empty space is filled.
You're there.
Yeah. Yes, we do have some masks right here. So we're keeping safe, but we also just went grocery shopping with those masks on. We're pretty much stocked for a few days now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, we have masks. my glasses are getting moist.
Oh, you got it on. When did you put it on? I didn't even see it. I was reading chat. I didn't even notice.
I am like prepping for the virus.
Oh, they were asking how do you pronounce your actual last name, which isn't a secret.
My last name or my Degenhardt? Oh, it's Degenhardt.
Yeah.
The German D.
Yeah.
Degenhardt. The DT is always like the running joke. Like, is it every time I have to like do formalities and stuff like that, and they ask for my last name, and it's like Degenhardt, and they go like, with the T or D? It's DT.
By the way, let me quickly lampshade the fact that photo was actually taken in the bathroom. So yes, before anyone brings that up.
Yeah.
Because let's all be honest, we've all like that's always the place that we all take selfies.
Yeah.
So that's just how it goes, right?
You just look in the mirror and think, oh, I am gorgeous now. I want to...
Hey, this doesn't look too bad. Let me just quickly take a picture, and then you get a picture with the fucking broom in the background.
Yeah.
That's just what happens. But I'm not afraid to show that.
Right.
Well, I don't see the same pictures in Discord. You do, like, missing... That's weird.
I just quickly hair dry?
Oh, yeah, okay. Hair drying time. And there we are again.
Just to re-wet the whole thing. It's
Make
layer
it moist.
after layer. Painting skin.
I just realized that you can't hear the music.
I can't hear the music.
There's music playing. Usually we got the music also playing on the speakers, but there's total silence for you. How are you feeling about that? I can try to route it through the speakers and crash my computer again.
It's no problem. It's just like I wonder, like it's a bit dry, but I'm focused on drawing, so it's not that big.
Okay. But yeah, that's definitely moisture on that face right now.
Oh yeah,
that's all I can.
See it.
You know,
really
that
sparkly.
I'm a painting expert when I can point out that there's water on there.
Also getting a bit wavy, yeah.
Yeah. What are you two talking about? I don't even know. We didn't talk. There was no talking happening.
It's a secret.
Yeah. Can't even draw an eye. there are 3 eye tutorials on the Lavan channel.
God, the
I'm
old
sure you're
ones.
very proud of these old videos.
Oh yeah, the old. I mean, that's the thing. Like I am constantly like, I don't know. I think I have 3 scripts written.
3 scripts, yeah.
Like a tutorial, a catch up with university that I think I also talked about in the stream last year ago. And another digital tutorial. I really have to get better at time management. Because it's like, I mean, at this morning I started working on like another Final Fantasy comic.
Yeah.
Because if you've seen the cutscene where Tifa mixes a drink.
Yeah, pretty early on, so this is not a spoiler. Yeah. There's a point where Tifa mixes a drink.
It's a spoiler for the thing I'm working on.
Yeah.
She just literally puts alcohol in her shaker, and then the drink is done. And I just think like, oh, it's just the pure booze. So wanted to make a little short thing with that.
Somebody's asking whether the stream by Wacom will be recorded and submitted later. I don't think it is. Again, any details on the Wacom?
The Wacom stream, I think it will be...
so people can watch it later, but the participation is limited.
Think so, yeah.
Okay, in that case, we actually knew the answer.
I'm not sure like if they stated that we should record it ourselves, because I read it something like that.
I'm gonna check out the email again, make sure what's going on here.
But it felt like we should record it and then give it to them, and they.
By the way, I like how YouTube sent us an email telling us that we are now live on the channel. Like, yeah. Imagine getting that email at 3 a.m. Like, wait, why is my YouTube channel live?
Oh yeah, that would be a bit creepy.
How long did the first version of this take, the one that you used for the thumbnail?
I didn't use a hairdryer that time, so it was, I think, about the course of 4 days. Like 2 days probably I just worked on it. And yeah. I mean, I can just quickly get back to it.
The email chain is too long. I'll look into this later. Yeah.
The hair actually was the most stressing thing. The background, not as much, but the hair stuff, and yeah, that was a bit much.
I just realized that this little ticker that we got at the bottom, I really need to update those tags. Check out Etsy for original paintings. It's not like there aren't any original paintings on there right now, but really that's not the focus of the Etsy store right now.
But also, regarding Etsy, I need to really update at some point, because I just brought them.
Oh my god, show these. Yeah, show them. Show them. Intermission.
Oh yeah, but wait, let me just...
Now's the time I can add some effects to my audio.
Ooh, yes. Nice and sparkly. No, I have some new stickers, or I have some stickers, and I didn't add them at the shop at the moment, but that will happen.
Oh yeah.
And here's my OC Ian, very sparkly. I mean, that should have been the thumbnail, actually. I think that rainbow sparkle.
Thumbnail for what?
For the stream.
For this one?
Just looking at stickers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty shiny things. Then we have some... To see the deal with it, you have to actually...
hold it forward a little bit more.
Yeah, I just try to. Okay. And this one is a clear
look at that
thingy.
Look at it.
I should just stick it on cloud.
I'm just doing people's inner monologue now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look at that, Ian.
That is something you want to have on a car, actually. Like, this is
a decal for your car. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I stop for hot boys or something like that. And okay, these are more subtle.
People are saying they want it.
This is more metallic. Yeah. You can see the pants and like the dots appear, disappear thing. And the last one is This one, which is also like in the Wacom
Yeah.
announcement thing. He has like shiny eyes. Maybe you can see it.
I really need this. I wonder if Lavan is gonna tell us where we're gonna get these.
These will be on Etsy, but yeah. As with new videos.
You need to refocus the camera.
Oh yeah, all right. But it looks good when it's out of focus.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can just zoom out a bit.
Yeah. If you want to be notified about that, all of that, and anything, relevant, except for when we actually go live, I just realized, join our Discord server. It's in the video description. Usually we announce everything that happens on Discord, like first. You get first dibs on everything. Only exception being going live today, which I somehow forgot to like post and add everyone on there. My voice just broke.
You cracked.
My voice. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm having too much fun with the voice effects, so I'm gonna stop after this one. Okay. It's actually cutting off at the end there. Why do you draw these pictures twice? For your entertainment.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's something. So the thing is, I thought, I did a Pirate Sora when Kingdom Hearts came out. So I do a Cloud when Final Fantasy comes out. And but I thought, well, streaming has been a while, and I'm not sure because the comic was fully digitally done, and I neglected like watercolor works for a while. And I wanted to see if I still have it in me, or I still got it.
Still got it, mate.
And if I could do it on stream. And while painting, I noticed that, I mean, it's time consuming, but it's not that difficult compared to the other stuff that I did. So I thought, okay. And then I felt motivated to just keep going and add more details. And then I thought, okay, for a thumbnail, might be more worth it to have like the finished picture, and this is why I'm doing it the second time.
Even though I said earlier that you don't need to donate anything, but since donations have happened, we might just get a new webcam that doesn't crash our computer with that money.
Oh yeah.
So at least it's not just going into like.
I mean, we didn't expect
McDonald's
it to
budget.
Crash. So it's like
an
accident.
I mean, it has never happened before.
Yeah,
it's never. But I know that this is like a very wonky old webcam there. Oh yeah, it's already been 2 hours. Wow. I don't have the time on here anymore because we had to restart, and now it's just 20 minutes. So 20 minutes since the crash. How do you feel about that? Have you already forgotten about it?
We survived it.
We survived the crash. You're joining Digital Dokumi? And what is that? I don't even know anymore.
Digital Dokumi is it consists of different things, I guess. It's like being on the Discord server and chatting with people, and also being like I would call it online gallery, which has like a VR feature to it, I guess. And so far, yes, I try to do what I can to be a part of it. Although I wasn't really sure if I got everything correctly, but I think I got it now. And so what I'm doing at the moment is really risky, as you can see.
What are you doing? What is that?
I'm re-wetting the whole face, but I didn't want to use the hair dryer again. And so stuff that hasn't fully completely dried is now merging everywhere and smudging. But it's not that big of a deal, as we can still go darker with everything. It's just like a subtle downtoning.
Someone's saying they're not going to be sleeping tonight. There's a point where we're going to stop streaming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. People from the server are showing up. Nixon is here. Let me do another round of show. So, I mean, there's some usernames that I do know. If you want me to learn your username, join the Discord server. But yeah, we got Nixon on there. We got Ella Elena waiting for the comic to arrive.
Oh, no.
yeah, shipping obviously takes a long time currently.
Yeah, but it
if it's
should,
possible at all.
I recently put out some
Yeah.
books
Yeah.
in the office.
Yeah, more. Yeah, Oleana Star, Sailor Furuba. Hang on, let me. Linko, I think it's Linko. I'm not sure. And the chat message is also in Japanese. I can't read that. Sorry, I don't know my kanji. Victory, and probably also not my hiragana. So sorry. Victory de Herd. Somebody who mentioned earlier that their name is similar to yours because it's the DT at the end. Avery King, I saw you yesterday on the. I think you were on the Endless live stream as well. Daragon, Deandra Herrera, J Cloud. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you for sticking with us after this horrible computer crash.
After the pizza fell down on our heads.
Yeah. Ecolox, do you like Lauvan? Do you mean the concept of Lauvan or the implementation? You gotta make a strict separation between the two. This is so chill, they're saying, while like very mean music is playing. You know, some of the Vectronom music is playing right now.
Okay.
It's not that chill actually. But yeah, keep the questions coming. If you got any questions for Lauvan, or if you just want to like let out whatever's on your mind, we're just really just hanging out, really just chilling. Again, sorry for not having Facecam on me right now. We're using the good Facecam, the one that's actually working on the more important person in the room.
No, though I probably just am looking down and.
But let's be honest. Crashes. Oh, so you joined after the crash, maybe? Okay, yeah, but yeah, we had a computer crash. If you didn't notice that earlier. Same different name on Discord. Okay, yeah. Obviously, there's gonna be people who are on the Discord and they just have a different name on here. I am hungry. I'm also hungry. I'm starting to get hungry again, but I'm gonna stick with it just for you guys. As my voice is giving up. Hang on, let me mute myself for a second. Someone named I Ship Ranulf and Ike says, Lauvan, will you be at Animagic 2021?
Since Animagic...
is it Hamburg?
It's Mannheim, I
Mannheim.
think. It's a bit more far away. I don't think that we will be there. At least I wouldn't know why at the moment. So it's too far away, and also, it's always a bit complicated with Übernachtung, sleeping,
staying overnight.
And yeah, I would rather
accommodation, hotel.
If I could pick, I would pick rather Leipziger Book Fair.
Yeah. I would. By the way, we're talking about Animagic 2021. That was the question, not 20.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought.
No, somebody in chat.
Okay.
Somebody in chat thought. There's a whole bottle of Coke beside Lauvan. You can probably drink that. Yeah, there's one, but it's his. Will you stream more from now on? The usual question, which we can always just. Yeah, genuinely and seriously answer with, if we say yes, then it's still not really gonna happen probably.
Yeah, it's often like depending on if we are both at the same place, and
which rarely occurs. It's like, planetary constellations. But no, the thing is, like, also it's got to be honest, like as chill as this looks right now, it's just like live streaming can be very exhausting, even for me who's not really just not doing anything other than reading chat and talking.
I mean, I'm sweating at it. Like the light is really.
I mentioned yesterday after my live stream that I did yesterday, where I was the host of music battles. I finally learned how it feels for him to be on the live stream, actually doing work. It's hard, so bear with us if this is like a very occasional thing, because it's tough. It's tough. It's obviously not as tough as being an essential worker out there. We don't want to give off that impression. No, seriously, there's something that has to be said. But still, sometimes you just, because the point is, if you don't feel like doing it, then we're not going to be putting on a good show and having like this banter and all that. We'd rather you be entertained, and if we just force ourselves to do it, like, what's the point? And we'd rather do something cool for you guys. Let me catch up on the chat. I'm gonna talk about the webinar. Honesty is the best policy. That's correct. That's why I named my previous EP Honesty, which you can get on Bandcamp, Spotify, Google Play Music. That's honest. That's
nice plug.
Yeah. And also the album that we're listening to right now, which were some songs that I composed for the game Vectronome. One of them was used for the free demo you can get online, Vectronome by Ludopium. Okay, enough ads from my... I'm talking about Endless, my music, and the game that has some of it in it. So back to your stuff. Your stuff's more important today. Actually love it. It's more casual and the both of you are having fun. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's no point in streaming if we don't feel like streaming. And today we actually felt like streaming.
Yeah, I've been preparing for
this for a year. You've been preparing for this one live stream. Oh, let me mute us real quick while I make some squeaky noises with my keyboard drawer. There we go. Now we didn't have to hear that. What's your favorite quote from the remake, guys? I think maybe now would be the point to start talking about the game. I'm just gonna try to put something on screen so the moment we actually go into like proper spoiler territory, people who don't want to hear about that can mute the audio. Just mute the audio. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. And I'm just gonna put something on screen so you know when it's safe to turn it back on again, and there's gonna be no spoilers. Now the thing is, there's also chat involved, so I'm gonna ask the chat to also not spoil anything. We're just gonna talk about the game a little bit, and when we get into like topics that are like spoilery, don't make any comments that are like very, very obviously pointing out the spoiler. Okay. It's gonna be difficult. I mean, somebody who's really taken it tremendously seriously is gonna tune out anyway.
Yeah. Also, this game is like old. So I don't know. Like, the rest is theories that you can have, I guess. It's not that much that you can take away.
Okay, let me get this text ready. Oh no, where did it go? Where did it go? It just disappeared into nothingness. Let me read chat real quick. What do you like to cook most during quarantine? What's a good quarantine dish?
Quarantine dish? Muffins. Muffins, perfect. If you have like some leftover flour.
Who has flowers in these days?
Yeah, if you have leftovers.
Disappeared again. What the?
A bit of oil, a bit of milk, and some whatever you have there. Like, I put in chocolate, I put in some bananas, I put in some old whatever your heart desires. How did I come up with the name Lauwan? It's like probably for some a bit boring, but it's like a cross between like Van from Final Fantasy 12, and Lao was like in a book somewhere, and yeah, that's like Lao and Van, and that's the thing.
That's how the sausage is made. Sorry, I should shut up. Okay, let me give this a little bit of an outline.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if you need a text. I don't know.
I just want to accommodate everyone who's taking this through. So just as like a demo right now. So once we start talking about like spoilers, I'm gonna put this above our heads. If you like really just want to go in blind into Final Fantasy VII Remake, then you should. Okay, so here's the thing. So here's the line that we're gonna draw. We are gonna talk about stuff that is in the original. I'm not afraid to spoil the original game and stuff that happens in there. But I don't want to spoil like stuff that happens in the remake, specifically like things that are. We all know that there's been changes made, like that kind of stuff. Stuff about like the ending of the game, all of that. That is for me spoiler territory. Talking about what happens in the original, that's not spoiler territory for me. That's the line that I'm going to draw today. So I'm going to take this off screen now because we're not in spoiler territory just yet. That's my disclaimer. I hope it was clear. Oh no! Drawing like it's already spoiled it. It says Aerith has a lot of flowers.
Oh.
Shit. Man, I hope you're happy with yourself.
I just want to notice that you are very serious when it comes to this. Because I wouldn't.
I'm pretty serious. Hey, I managed to not get spoiled on anything in GTA 5 for a year until it came out on PC. I can go that mile.
Yeah. Certain points I just don't care. I don't know what we talk about now.
I'm gonna.
The drive is gone.
I'm just gonna catch up on chat because there were some unrelated questions, like unrelated to Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. But we have like the spoiler thing now. And
no, it's not on there. It's not on there right now. It's not on there right now. You need your eggs. What? Why are we talking about eggs? Oh, because of baking and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Lavan really looks like Jacksepticeye from this face cam angle. It's Jacksepticeye, all right? Yeah, and he has green hair.
That's the name.
Lao means old in Mandarin.
Oh, okay.
Lol. That's also part of the message. Lol. People are asking about my username. I just really like this effect. Woo! That's the answer to that. And then there, like, X is a cool letter. I don't know.
Organization 13.
Yeah. Leftover rice you can make. Yeah. Stir-fried rice is pretty nice. We had some similar stuff yesterday. Oh, haha, there's a good comment here that we can pick up. Echo, they put the wrong pic of the webinar. They put a Yaichino artwork instead. I can't fault you for thinking that. This is from the Draw It In Your Style challenge that Lau did of a character from Yaichino.
Yeah.
So everything's fine. They he's basically sent them a bunch of pictures and they picked that one.
I didn't really know what would be represented.
We also have this version, which is obviously not Yaichino.
I mean, I initially I wanted to send them like the Draw This In Your Style picture, but I thought, well, this is too much, I guess. And then the character from Yaichino that I do thought is more subtle, but I also wasn't sure if they're gonna pick it. So it was just like, okay, here's a bunch of pictures, and here you go.
Link to that in the video description if you joined later. If you joined very early on, it's not there yet, but if you refresh the page at some point, the link will be there. You should listen to Honesty in your quarantine. Yes, you should all do that. Are you still at school or are you done? And if you are, do you have a job or are you focused on art? And similar question, is being an artist Lauvan's job or is he actually doing something else while being an artist?
It is my job, so it developed in that way. I'm still studying art, at least I'm still there. But over the course of like the last 2 or 3 years, I noticed that you have to do your text stuff and all that, and then I thought like, okay, there's no going back in a way. I have to keep on working and to keep things running. And so I slid into...
He stumbled into that career of basically a business, if you want to call it that, kind of.
But it's hard like to describe it in a way as like with working hours and stuff like that, because it's not really like that. It's just, okay, you're living on the constant edge of fear, like, okay, what I'm going to do? Am I wasting time? Is it now like, can I do it for longer and stuff like that? So I don't know. I can only recommend if you're prepared for like a trip. That's.
But if you want to support him, sorry, I'm going ASMR voice for a second.
Okay.
But if you want to support him, and you're living within Europe, because currently we cannot ship outside of Europe, you can order something from his Etsy store. lavan.etsy.com. Okay, I'm now back in front of the microphone instead of behind it. Sorry. But yeah, that answers that question. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, let's just be general for now without going into the spoiler thing. I loved it. I am a big fan of the original. I played the original like 2 or 3 times when I was like teenager, something around that time. I think last time I played it when I was like 17 or so. But that game was really impressive at the time. I just loved everything about it. It was really long. Like thinking about it, thinking back, I probably must have spent like at least a month on that. And then everybody was screaming and asking for like more stuff around that. And then like Crisis Core came out, Dirge of Cerberus, and they finally announced like a full-on movie, Advent Children, which was like a little bit weird, but still enough fan service to get my like 16-year-old brain like fried totally. And then I think it was E3 2017. They were like, "Oh, by the way, Remake."
Mm-hmm.
I recently rewatched the video of like the audience reaction. Still got a little bit of a goosebump situation. So it's safe to say that I'm a big fan of the series as a whole, but especially Final Fantasy VII. Which again, it's a double-edged sword because they could have totally fucked up the remake in my eyes, which they didn't in my eyes. So what about you?
I got the first contact with Kingdom Hearts. Got to know like the anime characters there and thought I loved them more than Disney. So, but I was too old to get the original Final Fantasy 7. And so at that point, like PlayStation 2 was just too common and I couldn't find it anywhere. So we got ourselves Crisis Core when because we had a PSP.
About that.
And Crisis Core and Dissidia, which was a bit more educating on the series in general. And then at some point we had Dirge of Cerberus and also Advent Children as DVD. But never really something to connect the dots. So it was like, okay, the characters look cool, everything is fun, but I have no idea what they're talking about. And so I was also looking forward to play the remake. And that's why I'm a bit salty that it's just too short. Like I thought, okay, I get to know the characters, I get to know the story, but I mean, characters I got to know, but the story so far, just by the game, it's a bit short. That
could be longer.
My verdict.
But I got everything I wanted and more.
I mean,
because the thing is, my point on the whole like how long is the game is, like right away after they announced the remake, or like pretty early on, they mentioned this first installment is just gonna be Midgar. And in the original Midgar, like even if you do everything and you kind of know your way around, it probably takes like 8 hours, maybe 10, if you like really take your time. And so basically they stretched out, like you knew in advance, okay, they basing this on the part of the game that's like, let's be conservative, 10 hours. And they're stretching it out into a full game, which I took 40 hours. By the way, my neighbor's singing again. Let's talk about that later. And I thought, they got 40 hours out of originally 10. Now, there is some filler. There's some stretching out of things. There's like certain regions where it's like, let's spend some more time here. Let's build this out a little bit more, which I'm not against. There's definitely like some bunch of side quests that weren't the original. But obviously the game is the best in those moments where it kind of aligns with the original and then subverts your expectations. Which, how it does that would be the point where I would put the spoiler tag on screen. And this is just like a general review. So I was not mad that it ended there, because I knew it would end there. I was totally on board from the very first moment. If I thought like, okay, but this is too short for that amount of money, I could have waited. But I didn't want to wait. I was happy.
Oh, yes.
And all the while people are confused in chat because they are asking questions about their age. Stop talking about age. Age is just a number. No, wait, oh shit. Yeah. Oh no, that's a problematic statement. That's not how I meant it. Obviously.
No, the thing is like I have a Google entry. If you Google Lauvan age.
Yes, if you Google Lauvan age or Google Lauvan girlfriend, that's also a good one.
But it's 27 at the moment. Just to have that out there, because it's really not hard to find.
But yeah, just generally I was very happy. I was very hesitant at first when I saw the first gameplay reveal that it was like more Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy 15 style, which I was like, I kind of like the round based combat. But by the way, Marcel, feel free to just take the audio from this and just like chop it into pieces and then like just put your part of the dialogue in, and you got a podcast. But they actually did a great job at like porting the ATB system to like more real-time action-based combat. I was just blown away at how much I liked that, because I thought at first that was going to be the whole thing I'll just like have to tolerate throughout the game. But in the end, it was like just, really, really, really great to play. Really great to revisit all of those places. And I took 40 hours to finish it. I didn't do 100% everything, but I did do like all of the side quests and all that. You guys took like 30 hours?
Yeah, 30 hours.
But also I spent like a lot of time just walking around slowly. Like I didn't even run most of the time, because I was really just taking in all the surroundings. Because again, like I'm in love with the original, and just seeing it in that high definition that was entertainment enough for me.
You have the bias.
I am biased, but also like the game could have disappointed me, but it didn't.
But for somebody who doesn't really know it, I think it's a bit short. I also like if it would have like a number for how long we have to wait for the next, then maybe I could accept it. But now it's like, okay, I'm inside that story now, and I don't know how long it will take if I'm still like invested enough.
Someone's saying Echo kind of has chaotic energy, Elmao. For your information, I'm actually standing right now.
Because you're so invested.
And I am very invested in the game. So yes, chaotic energy is on full display, while my neighbor is singing very, very loudly. Echo's trying his best to be funny by being weird. That's the critique I'm getting here.
That's a way to put it.
Dude, I am fucking weird. That's just how I am. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just genuinely
giving
interested in the game. And if anybody says anything that I don't agree with, but that's my general review on Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mm.
And yours is just, it was good, but it's too short, right?
Yeah. I mean, the dance scene, everything, like, it was cool.
Okay, let's go into spoiler territory. So we're going to talk about a specific scene in the game now.
But it's a trailer.
I don't care. There's parts of it that I didn't know. Okay, so I'm going to put this tag on screen. As long as you see that, we're going to talk about spoilers. If you don't want to hear those, turn off the audio.
I don't even have much to say about it.
We're going to keep it short. There we go. Spoilers starting now.
Yeah, I like the dance part. That's... what I don't know.
And we're done here. That whole part. So, for those unfamiliar, in the original, this whole section of the game in Wall Market, it's kind of similar in the whole like the whole arc of that is kind of similar. Tifa is like is getting involved with Don Corneo, and you need to infiltrate the place. So, what do? You dress up as a woman, because then you get in, and even low polygon Cloud back in the day could pass easily by just putting on a dress back then, and that was 1997. Sorry, But now we're in 2020, and they just amped it up to 11. They just went off crazy. So I mean, now I'm guessing everybody who's watching or listening right now, you are either not in, like, you don't care about spoilers, or you know the scene what we're talking about. But that whole fucking section, sorry for swearing, that whole amazing section in the dance club, I was crying with laughter because it just went over the top so much, and there was like one song after another. It just didn't stop. I had a hard time pressing the buttons at the right time because it was just so good.
I mean, yesterday I just finished the training perfectly. But yeah, it's really hard to keep. I mean, like the thing is about Cloud that you look at the face and it's really like soft and everything, like very rendered, and I don't know. And then the muscles, like it's often very distracting. And then when he's dancing, it's like, okay, what can I see? What is there? Like, and then like the body and the show off and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I was supposed to push some buttons, but he has been pushing the buttons.
Now, the other big thing that I loved, like, Wall Market is just peak Final Fantasy VII Remake for me, because it hit all the quirky weirdness of the original. Because the original wasn't as emo as Advent Children was. When you're battling your way through the Colosseum, and then suddenly it's like, oh, bonus match, bonus fight.
I just have to get some white
Sure,
paint.
I can talk for an hour. Don't worry about me. The floor opens up, and it's the goddamn Hell House. That was an enemy in the original Final Fantasy VII, just like a random encounter that just happened. It was a tough enemy, don't get me wrong, but it was just like a random enemy that appeared on your way to Wall Market and like just the surrounding areas. And I completely forgot about that. And it's just
paint.
It's just a house. I mean, it's not just a house, as Cloud says, but it's just a house, and I freaking loved that moment. Same thing again. It's like I cried from laughter. Just that whole segment, that whole fight was hard just because I was laughing so much. Shooting chairs. Yeah. Any other spoilers?
Oh.
Should we talk about the end?
Okay.
Okay, let's quickly go about the end, and then we'll put the spoilers off. So, the end is quite controversial. Basically, the original stops. Oh no, this doesn't stop. Like, you get out of Midgar after like the last motorcycle chase, and then you're basically thrown onto the world map. You walk to the first town called Calm, and that's you're just moving on. It's not like the whole CD ended there. It just kept going there. And in this case, like you're at the end of the motorcycle chase, you're at the edge of Midgar, and like suddenly, oh, hi there, Sephiroth. Here's a portal to Fate. Here's a portal to another world where you can defeat Fate, and then you defeat Fate, and then suddenly, like, apparently Zack is alive. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Now there's some things that made sense after all of this, like the whole plot ghost situation and all that. It kind of made sense in the end. Now, a lot of people are hating on the ending, and it's not like I'm totally like, oh yeah, crazy, I love that they did that, but I don't mind it that much, because all we really learned is that, hey, don't expect the upcoming story to be the exact same thing as the original. That's basically the message that I got of that. They're probably still gonna hit the same plot points. They're still gonna visit the same places like Junon and the Gold Saucer and Costa del Sol, and like all those weird places. They might as, you know what, for all I care, they can throw out the whole like part after the snowboarding, like the glacier. I don't care about that part. They can just throw that out. But yeah, there's lots of people are like, yeah, they're turning this into Kingdom Hearts, which could happen. I think they're gonna play it safer than people think currently. Whew, that's it. Do you want to add anything, or should I pull the spoiler off screen?
No, put it off screen.
Okay. Thank you for giving me a soapbox. Sorry. Thank you all for bearing with me. As you can tell, I'm very invested in the whole Final Fantasy ecosystem. I put all my money in there, next to toilet paper shares. Living the good life. This is going to stay up on YouTube afterwards, yes.
I mean, that's why you're also so careful about the spoilers, just for the future.
Yeah. Let's talk about my neighbor, shall we? So I got this neighbor, this next door neighbor. Not like in the same house neighbor, but like next house neighbor, but it's pretty much like one house. It's just has two entryways. This dude's singing all day, like in like 1 hour increments. Like he's singing for like 20 minutes and he takes a break and then he keeps singing again. And for some time he's also been singing at like 2 in the morning, and not quietly, like actually like full on belting it out. And I don't get it. And I'm hearing it again right now. And it's like, you know what?
just think he's a streamer or something.
Yeah, my assumption was that he would be like a streamer who does like voice, just like streaming on Twitch, like singing or something. Because it just didn't make sense to me that somebody would just be at home all day, just like I am. But okay, I'm working from home, so I got a reason to be here. Right now, this dude, we can hear him very loudly. Maybe... Oh no, okay, I got a noise gate on our microphone, so right. It's too quiet for that. But yeah, so noise complaint, I wrote him a letter. Yeah, he probably is a performer, so maybe he's just like practicing, but he's practicing at 2 in the morning, and that's not cool. So I'm totally okay with him like singing all day, because I can be loud. I make music, I sing. When I record my vocals for my songs, I'm gonna be loud. But dude, 2 in the morning. And not just once. So yeah, I just basically wrote him a letter, threw him in his letterbox, and since then, at least after midnight, he's keeping his mouth shut. I don't know exactly what he's singing, but it's definitely Vietnamese. That's the thing. All I can tell you is that he is singing something in Vietnamese, and you can also tell by the scale. It's not a Western scale that he's using, that he's singing in. He's got a pretty good vibrato, although sometimes he's reaching very high, that in a way that, yeah, some notes he shouldn't be reaching for. He should transpose his songs down a little bit. But that's my critique for my next door neighbor. So I assume that somewhere out there on Twitch right now, there's a Vietnamese guy streaming, talking about my singing style when he can hear me sing. Yeah, I don't know, like 2 in the morning is just crazy. Let's not do that, okay? Okay, I've talked too much. I'm gonna fill up my glass of water and I'm gonna throw you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw you a question when I can find one. When I can find
questions. I mean, I can just talk about the process.
Yeah, talk about the process. I need a short break. Sorry, I worked myself into a frenzy. I talked myself into a frenzy. I'm back in a minute.
Yeah, so currently I'm getting back to the armor again and adding some slight highlights. I got rid of the masking fluid and now adding some subsurface scattering, like those very vivid colors that come into place when there's like light shining through usually the blood vessels when we're talking about skin. But yeah, it's always a bit nice if you work with more saturated colors, and that's always like a good fit to bring them in. But of course I need to also get darker a bit. Where do I go when Echo is singing? I usually sit on the couch. Especially when we first met, like I was just sitting there and sometimes drawing. I even like did one of the first times I drew him while he was playing guitar. But yeah, it's not unpleasant, so I'm just here. Just like when there's really no music, like to back it up, then it's awkward, I guess. But then I just go to the next room.
I just realized that since my webcam isn't working, I can eat on stream.
Oh.
I'm just gonna mute myself when I'm getting crunchy. Try playing some music from Doom. No. The drawing is so beautiful, I want to cry.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's still not done, and I don't know. I'm not really satisfied. I just wait until it's dry so I can use some pencils to get more shape into it.
Mm-hmm. Where does Lao go when you are singing?
I
Where
just
do you
answered that.
Okay, while I was away. Where do you go when I'm singing?
I just stay, I guess. Like, I remember when we first, like, the first time where I was here and you were recording your...
my first...
letters.
First album. Yeah.
I just sat there and I drew you with a pencil.
With me, yeah. But do you like to sing?
No, I don't. I don't think... I just think I would embarrass myself. Probably from watching like the German version of America Got Talent. I got too scared of even trying it.
Oh, I just realized that his shoulder armor, the part that you're painting right now, is not actually currently visible. So let me... Yeah, okay, you can push it up a little bit, but I can also just slightly zoom it in here a little bit. Just remind me to zoom it back out again later.
An in-depth tutorial on metal textures. I mean, I can still talk about it. So with metal, it's usually the thing that you want to work with high contrast. And so that's like bright white highlights and dark, really dark shadow that reflect like the environment. And yeah, usually I would recommend working with references if you really want to get it done neatly. But just be bold when it comes to metal. So I mean, here the thing is also like I'm re-wetting the surface and then I go in. So the thing is, as you work on metal and it's a bit used, you don't really have to be as careful as with the skin. And so I can use like a tissue, maybe a bit more dry one, dip it in some paint, some white paint, and then I stamp the textures on.
Oh no. He's stamping it with the tissues again.
Yeah, one package done already.
He's using up all those tissues. That's not good.
At least it's toilet paper.
People are commenting on my clicking noises. At some point I will get a silent keyboard just for the live streams. But if we don't do it that often, I don't know why I would invest money in that.
Damn. It's too rough, like toilet paper, it has a reason for being expensive. There we go. Okay. Adding some textures. And then I'll use another hair dry time.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I always just mask the whole hairdryer thing with louder music and turn us down.
How much is Schminke paints in Germany? Here in my country, the paints are so precious to me, especially I started because of... it's like really depending on the shop here, I think. So also on the specific colors, because like there are 4 different levels of prices. But it's okay. So sometimes you can get like a pen for €4, I think, the cheapest. So $3.99 or something. and or like that's the Horadam, the Academy. I think are a bit, I don't know, but the thing is, yeah, I haven't really used lots of them in the past year because of the comics. So luckily I hadn't to refill them or something, and I also have like some tubes with the colors that I use a lot, so I can refill the pans and don't have to really buy another set.
People are commenting on my camera being frozen. My camera is not frozen, and I'm not frozen in the bathroom. We had one of our webcams crash the whole computer, so we're not using that one anymore. It's the other one that's fine. It's not pointed at Lava. I'm not that important. I just put a placeholder picture up.
But you are important though.
No.
Just wanted to get it out.
That's not true.
But yeah. So again, with metal you can get really, really messy. Don't really care. Oh, ghost door is opening. But nice.
I'm gonna take care of it.
Now we get some fresh air. If it's not on camera.
Oh yeah, it's not on camera. That's the whole important part.
Yeah.
I don't need my whole flat on camera. Like if you stitch together all the live streams that were ever performed from this living room right here, you could probably stitch together like a 3D model of my flat, and I'm not cool with that. Are you two watching any series at the moment?
Oh, I watched a lot.
You watch a lot over there. Yeah.
I watched Key House. I watched Handmaid's Tale. I watched. Drag Race, obviously, still watching. I watched. How was it called? Caliphate.
Oh. Yeah, all those Netflix series.
Yeah. I watched.
Not sponsored by Netflix, by the way.
No, but a lot of Netflix shows. I mean, Elite.
House of Money.
Casa de Papel.
Yeah, we watched that one together. It's so over the top, but I still enjoy it. It's like Ocean's 11. You know it's totally stupid, but you still watch it.
Yeah. And let's see, there were a few more, but yeah.
We saw what was it called? The Platform.
The movie, yeah.
Yeah, the movie, The Platform.
That was also good.
Yeah, I liked it. In the end, it was a little bit woo, but yeah, it was good. I would recommend it. I gave the next generation, not the next generation. I gave Star Trek Picard a chance, but after the second episode, I was like, what are they doing? See, that's what I mean. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake could have been Star Trek Picard, where like after the second hour of playing, I was like, you know what, screw that. But it wasn't, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Just see, Lauvan, do you like tacos?
You sometimes make your own, right?
Yeah, I don't like the concept of like that the beverage you hold in your hands breaks just after one bite. Like the taco shells when they are hard. I don't get it. I think I just make them wrong. But every time I try to eat one, it just breaks, and then everything I have to use a plate. And then it's like just crumbling, and then I think like, okay, I can eat nachos and salad. So it's, I don't know.
No, I think you started watching the whole Tiger King thing. I just heard about it, but didn't really want to invest time. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
How about some animes?
I watched Vinland Saga.
Oh, okay. Cool. You can actually boast with watching anime.
Yeah. I've also seen like a few. Vinland Saga, what was there? I mean, Hunter x Hunter is a bit
you rewatched
older.
That, yeah.
Phew. I don't know. Like it's in that stream. You just watch and then it goes away.
Is there gonna be an after stream voice chat party like the good old days? Yes, if we don't overdo it on stream. Like if we don't go too long to like full exhaustion, then yes, there will be voice chat party afterwards. Join the Discord server. Woo! Join the Discord server. Yay! Sorry. Like you give, I got a little like effects board in front of me. I just can't help it.
Oh, okay. I always always wonder because I can't hear it.
There was some echo and reverb on that.
I just think like, okay, what was
if
it?
I get like really animated with my voice, then you can bet there's effects on there. People are commenting on the 7 dislikes this video apparently has. I'm not looking at that stuff. I like, especially after the computer crashed, like only what's necessary is open right now, which is the streaming software and the chat and Discord, where we're gonna show some more art submissions soon. But yeah, there's just gonna be some people who don't like us. I don't know. It just happens. Another question. While you were finishing the comic, what's the most difficult and challenging part for you?
Oh, just so much. Like, if you... that's a thing.
Here it comes.
Try to imagine, not safe for work, dialogue. What are you even writing there? It's like... like, you just cringe so much when you start to write that stuff and you think like, okay, that's supposed to be hot, but I'm not sure. And then you're just like, okay, I can show it to you, but who am I asking? And that's, I was glad that Yaechino,
proofreading done by my dad.
Yaechino helped me a lot, because that's also like some different aspects. Like when I do it, I think like I want to make it steamy. I want to make it really like steamy. Hot. And you just tend to forget the romance. You just think like, okay, I'm gonna make that.
You're just gonna make some mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it's gonna be dirty, and then it's like, okay. And there's like one kissing scene. I wouldn't have probably just, if I would have drawn it without feedback, that wouldn't be in there like on the last page. But Yaechino said
professionals call it aftercare.
Yeah, but then I thought, okay. And after feedback, it was, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I just wouldn't have thought about it. So writing dialogue like that is huge. And also like you have the drawing done. So in my process, it was like the drawings were done. And you want to, write the dialogue. And then you have to also try something that fits the faces, because I couldn't get myself to write the dialogue beforehand. I just thought like, okay, I want the drawings to be hot, so just go in there without thinking about the things they could say. And I mean, obviously also like the formal stuff, like the bleed border thing that gets cut when it gets printed and stuff like that, and what text, what font you would use, and what.
Oh yeah.
Like even the thing where you just think, should I use a font that has like capital letters and the smaller ones? It's just, yeah.
By the way, I'm queuing up art submissions. Not that we're gonna do them right away, but after the crash, I just need to get back to the point where we were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's plenty.
Oh no.
It's good though.
I'm getting tired so quickly.
Well, we don't have to go on for like 2 more hours or anything. We can also just say, you know what? Let's do another round of art submission and call it a day. Mm-hmm. It's your call after all. As I mentioned earlier, like if we run out of steam, which is bound to happen at some point, we're not professional streamers doing this every day for like hours on end. I have a lot of respect for people who can do this like every day. But sorry for the lip smacks. Oh yeah, someone's looking tired.
Yeah.
Should we just? Do you want to lean back, do another round of art submission, and then do a soft sign off? I can probably zoom it out again, right? Like it's. Oh no, it's turned upside down.
Whoa! Next dimension.
Did you first make up the dialogue, or did the pictures come first?
The pictures came first. I had a script in the beginning, and I just like there was something like, okay, there's gonna be time for that.
Naughty words.
And but when drawing, I didn't really rely on that, and just went for drawing. what I could see them do.
People are saying if we need to take a rest, then it's better to take a rest. So now I'm not feeling bad for cutting the stream short, which means instead of streaming for 6 hours, we will probably just have streamed for 4 hours, which is still a long time, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, some people need to sleep. Some people are wide awake in the morning because they're like living somewhere somewhere in Asia, probably. And it's like oh yeah, some more hairdryer time. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, somebody mentioned it's disrespectful to be sleepy in front of the camera, and we don't want to turn into resident sleeper.
Oh yeah.
So it's probably a good idea.
Need a pencil sharpener. All right.
Somebody's saying this song is good. Thank you. This one is called Terror, and you can find it on my album Wacom Files, which I've definitely not named that way just so people click on that one first, because actually it's kind of the I'm gonna call it the dumping ground for songs that I never truly finished. Or that I just made specifically
for the video,
for your videos. Like anything you find on Wacom Files is basically long, drawn-out instrumental music that I've been told like a week ago. Somebody's father likes to listen to that like while working for focusing and all that, and I don't know. And I guess it's kind of made for that because it was supposed to be music explicitly for the videos. But it's not totally like my proper music, you know, the stuff that I go to with like for record labels and all that.
Your magnum opus.
Yeah, my magnum opus is still waiting to be released and made and come up with. But yeah, I was enjoying the music. Thank you. That stream was very wholesome though. Just chilling, talking to us. Really appreciate it. That makes me happy. That's good.
It's mukbang time.
We have done that during the time when we were still streaming on Twitch. We basically just we just ordered pizza. We were just too hungry, but we also scheduled the stream, so we didn't have time for lunch. So we just got pizza and then basically interrupted the painting process for eating pizza. I believe there's still like a clip of that around somewhere, but believe me, you don't want to see that.
Yeah. It's not that entertaining.
No. Although I know now people feel challenged to find it. All right. Shall we jump into art submissions and give it like a turbo round?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me cue them up then. Yes. This is where we left off. This is everything that came in since then. Let me make sure I can see it full screen. There we go. Now I can see it.
All right.
Yeah, first one. I painted this recently. I haven't painted in a while, but I'm quite proud of this one. I think you should be proud of this one.
Yeah, the shine in the hair. Mm-hmm. It's really stunning.
But turbo round, next one. This is Copic and pencil piece I did a while back of Wicked Lady.
Ooh, that's cool. I mean, with Copic markers to do like a realistic piece. I mean, it looks quite realistic, naturalistic. I don't know, but it's cool. Yeah.
Remember the art stream when you painted Yuri with cocktails?
Yeah.
Those weren't even cocktails. Those were just like some fruity alcoholic beverages that did their work. Yeah. But it was totally not that Twitch. No, we didn't drink on stream 3 years ago. Created a digital piece of a cool monster. Instagram is Tumblr Reflections. Nice.
Oh, that's
good.
also cool.
Very good.
Love the values.
Yeah, just the whole piece. Just the whole idea is just great. Nice. Next one. My last real watercolor art that took me way too long, but I will never give it up, even if I could scream sometimes. Haha. Luckily, I found this nice watercolor live stream that I could watch while drawing myself.
Yeah, I mean,
which one are they talking about? What live stream? Is there live stream happening right now? Am I missing something?
That thing that broke.
Oh yeah. Sorry, just had to have a sip of water, which still has like a little bit of Sprite in it. Oh, we get a cloud. Now you saw this already, but to hear your opinion as an artist.
Yeah, I love the shimmer and the shine that you put on the sword, and I mean that the eye is also catching, and also like that you have that face covered. Makes it a bit memorable, I guess, because you don't see it that often.
Next up, one of our resident cool kids.
Oh,
I am Granola. I'm Nixon. Giving us this beautiful lad.
Oh, that's like very artsy. But we don't know it other way from Granola. It's always a joy to see the artsy stuff.
And here we got a little bit of progress on the one that we saw earlier. The background's killing me, but I hope it will turn out good.
Oh yeah, I can imagine like what detail will go in there. Wish you the best of luck with it.
Mm-hmm. Once again, all of these are coming from our Discord server, which you can find in the description. And it just went away down there on stream. The link. Why not stream on Twitch? Why stream on Twitch? Everybody's on there's a YouTube channel, not a Twitch. Like we used to stream on Twitch.
Yeah, there weren't really a lot of people.
Yeah, and also like early on, the YouTube streaming just wasn't good. So the whole point is that there's a bunch of 100,000 of subscribers on this channel, and on Twitch there aren't. So it's a pretty clear-cut answer in this case. We only used to do like little bonus streams every once in a while, but we don't do them really anymore. Of like, hey, let's play stupid old video games, but that's like a whole history thing. This is the first time I managed to make a watercolor painting that I don't hate even a little bit. Also, I miss going on a hike this time of year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes you like looking forward to when the whole virus thing is over.
Mm-hmm. One of my 3 stills we had to do for an application simulating stills. If our story was an animation, how would it look like? I really struggled with effects a lot to make them look not out of place.
But I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Has a nice color scheme.
Here we got something relevant.
Oh,
something I started last night.
So first we
got
had
the mean guy.
We had Cloud's girlfriend with Tifa, and now we have the boyfriend.
I should after we do the art submissions, remind me to put your comic on screen.
Oh yeah.
It's not a spoiler because it's like at some point they cross paths and then something happens. I'm still gonna call it a spoiler, just if you really want to be. Another drawing I did a month ago took me a few days to finish, and I'm thinking I did too much detail. Hehe. Sorry. Done with watercolor. Didn't want to mark like it's just I didn't know how to pronounce hehe. I shouldn't have even tried. Sorry. But yeah, the piece.
Yeah, lots of details. Looks great. Had some steampunk aspect to it.
Mm-hmm. Experimenting with new colors and brushes. Ooh.
That's also a very cool way to use the brushes.
Yeah, nice. I'm a sucker for these kinds of color schemes. It's a fan art of Shinzo from Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah. I vibe with the clothing.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's some similarity right now. Does he have white hair also? I don't, because this isn't colored. I don't know what his hair is. A work in progress Kylo Ren, I assume.
Yeah, nice line art.
It's hard for me not to do the 5-year-old Vinny voice, the Tyler voice. Kylo Ren. Shoutouts if you know what I mean. Also, for an RP group, I've created yet another OC, and it's currently my most beloved meet, Calcifer. I like the clothing.
Yeah.
Nice. Good design there.
Nice card.
Good idea.
Just change the water quickly.
Oh yeah, you changed the water. Changing the water. Let me catch up on chat in the meantime. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce anything in Spanish. I'm sorry. I no. I'm not even gonna try. There we go. Not my drawing, except the one on the right. I was focusing to do skin tone. Thanks to you, Lavan, I was watching your other lives when I did this, and now I understand the importance of letting the paper dry. If you want to see more, there's an Instagram. Nice.
Yeah, nice work.
Oh, this one. My first finished digital painting. I started drawing digitally in October.
Wow. I mean, it looks almost like an oil painting in a way. Yeah, impressive. All the flowers. It's really pretty.
We got a shark. Hey, I'm quite shy to show my art. Hope you like it. This is what I'm working on. It's good. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
Has a lovely palette.
And if for anyone else who's like, oh, I don't know if I should submit my art, you can. There's the proper art channel on our Discord server, which is always active. And do not be afraid to post your art in there. You can just post it, and you can also then ask for like feedback or critique, or you can just like post it to like have the first step of like putting something out there that you made. Here's a portrait of my OC I did recently.
Yeah. That's a cute one.
It's probably based on stuff from like .hack, but I kind of always like when there's like
the
little patterns
color,
in the face.
Yeah. That's I love that aspect too.
Yeah. And here's one from RM Square. Made this today. Hope you all like it.
Oh,
we
yeah.
do. Yeah, we do. Nice. Lots of nature happening here. So here's one from our Lord and Savior Jizer. Holding together the server at its seams as it's bursting with new users right now. Just finished this button design during the stream. It's painted on a circle that's about 4.5 by 4.5 centimeters. It's watercolor, and does it? Oh, it's okay. I thought it was not. I thought it was script. And postcard markers for the detail. And yes, this is regular paper, since watercolor paper won't work with my button press.
But love the.
So you worked in hard
glow.
mode.
Yeah, it's really like the pink glow it has. It has charm.
Nice. Thank you.
Also the antique rosé in the background, really pretty.
Thank you for sending that in. Oh, here's a longer text. Hi there. This painting. I'm gonna read it all because it's a bird.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually I wouldn't read such a long text, but there's a bird. Look at that. Look at the guy. Look at him. Hi there. This painting made me miss. Hang on. This painting made me miss Bang Bang Con. Oh, so I guess there was like a competition or something. Please say something nice about it. We'll see. We'll get to that part. By the way, the dove is painted in India ink. The leaves in super ancient DDR or GDR ink my mom gifted me forever ago. I've been using both for years now. On that note, I really enjoyed the artist's opinion you did with drawing like a sir the other day.
A fellow German, I see.
Fellow German. This is cropped. There's more space on the right for writing and so it's yeah.
I mean,
Let's get to the bird. Look at him.
It's really
just look at him go.
Pretty, yeah.
Look at him. Are you looking at him? Are you sure you're looking at him?
It's looking at me though.
Good. Let me make sure. Hang on. There we go.
Give it a burn.
Now you saw all my other server emojis, especially the endless ones, which don't make sense out of context. My favorite moment in your guys' Mario Kart videos. Oh no, that's gonna spawn a lot of questions. Wait, Mario Kart videos? I hope at least one of you guys remembers this. It's not done yet, obviously, but yeah, I just love you guys' Mario Kart series, and I wanted to draw you
that pounding item.
Oh, it's the Sound Blaster. Yeah, man, you shouldn't have had that. You shouldn't have had it, and you shouldn't have used it. But you did anyway. And look where we are now.
Like 2 years later, it gets back on stream.
2 years already? Oh man.
I think so. Yeah, it's really.
I'm leaving it up to as an exercise for the audience to figure out like what Mario Kart. It's not too hard to find if you look for it.
No.
Hello, and here's a Demon Boy lol. It's not recent sadly, but I like it, so it's here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love that look of the gray and the black.
Mm-hmm. Work in progress. I'm trying to paint like Lauvan, but I guess I'm failing. Anyway, the character is Zaveid from Tales of Zestria.
I mean, it's a body. I would say.
Body.
Has its right to be. Like it.
Oh, I'm scrolling in the wrong column. Work in progress. There was another voice crack. Work in progress. It's a guy. Look at the guy.
Yeah,
You're going for it. Nice. Good color scheme. I tried to make the line art like 5 times, but it always killed the charm of the pic. So I just left it like that. I think it's got charm. I don't think you need to do anything about line art at this point.
I mean, I've seen the picture. I think in color. I don't know, but I know the artist, and I like it.
Oh, nice. Wrong column again. Just a little sketch I did. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's happening. Just a little sketch I did. He's very dear to me. The king.
Oh, precious. Yeah.
He's the precious king. Yeah. Sorry, I was just somebody spilling the beans in chat about the channel name. Hi there. Here's a watercolor mixed media I did.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Good.
Looks really good.
Good composition.
Love the pattern.
Also the composition. I learned from you that diagonal lines are good. And I see a diagonal line here.
Makes it dynamic.
So that's what it is. Another old drawing, fan art of Twilight Sparkle, but more of a dark version. Old art again. A friend of mine helped me with the line art and advice. Sorry for my wheezing and the sneezing. And sorry. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. But yeah, that's a good painting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's always nice to just see generally like the mix of like people sending in traditional, people sending in digital art.
Yeah, also the themes. Like I never watched My Little Pony, but love that twist on it.
Okay, next one. This is something like this guy could have been painted especially for me because this is right up my alley.
This is your
line. Yeah, it's like the Hyperlight Drifter-esque thingy. Line art isn't mine, it's from a coloring book. I used Photoshop to try and color it in, and you picked some great colors for that. And one of my first pieces on Photoshop took me about 2 hours. That's great. That's a great choice of a motive from the coloring book right there, and I think you did well with the whole color scheme. Yeah, I just like character designs like that. A painting I did with water-based markers and color pencils. Oh, the heart just appeared on the other one. Line art was made on the date, coloring yesterday and today. Good job. Good job with this one. Nice. Somebody's just going through it. Like, who is this? Who is this? you just want your name on screen, don't you? IWWIWILL. I did this one. Since I didn't know what to draw, and just wanted to do watercolor instead. Sometimes you just let it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just let it out.
It's also nice to have like the colors out there, and maybe it inspires you for the next.
That's
piece.
something that I learned from. If any of you also watch the YouTube channel or the person rather, Mako Chino, also watercolor artist. I've for a period of time I edited some videos for her, and that's also something I learned. Like I'm not an artist, but just sometimes you just like relax, just paint something fun. Just not even with a big goal in mind or anything. Just have fun. It's always good to do. Something I made in art school. Theme was the North. It's grim up north.
A really cool effect with the negative color scheme.
Right. I was laughing so hard when I saw that face was much worse than other faces. So practicing some angles here. Which at some point there will probably also be like a tutorial on that on the Lauvan channel. I'm just putting words and ideas in your mouth. I'm just gonna create thumbnails and schedule the videos, and then you're forced to make them because people are like, oh my god, there's gonna be a new Lauvan tutorial in 4 weeks, and they're like,
oh damn,
you better do that, mate. You better do that. Oh, I don't even need to scroll. Just keep scrolling for me. Here's the next one with no caption to it. But yeah, we get a character, we get a fish, we get a good color scheme. We just got an overall good artwork there.
Nice.
And I think, yeah, we're at the end here. This last one, also a line. No, not necessarily, not just yet. Also, line art made a while ago, coloring today. I recognize that framing. Yeah, from the user earlier, Mainstream. Nice one, good. And last but not least, probably because they noticed that I like their art so much, another style that I made the characters from the game Hob. This one took me much shorter, still looking very good, and I'm probably going to check that game out because I like the character design. Guys, check out Hyperlight Drifter, please. It's also on mobile by now, but I recommend playing it on PC or Switch. Line art isn't mine, just practice coloring on it. Hope you love the colors. We do. I do. I don't. Do you do?
Yeah.
I think you do. Yeah. Okay, now before more stuff keeps coming in, I'm going to switch it back to the face cam and the stuck face cam in the bathroom with the broom in the background. And a little bit more cloud. So how are you holding up? How are you feeling right now?
I'm done.
You're done. Okay, we're done. We're done here, guys. Okay, that's it. That was cool. That was cool hanging out with you all. I mean, we've been streaming for almost 4 hours.
Yeah,
I think.
My neck is hurting.
This is enough for now. Do you feel up for a voice chat thingy though? I mean, I can also just do it myself if you just want to shut up for a few
I am
minutes.
there, but it's
You just want to lie on the couch and...
yeah. I want
Okay.
to sit.
Okay. So, one last time, there's going to be a webinar on Wednesday. A Lauvan Wacom Clip Studio Paint webinar. You can find a link to sign up in the video description if you joined later. If you've been here from the start, let me see if the link is still in my clipboard somewhere. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm gonna post it with my Ecolox account this time. This is where you can sign up for the webinar. I'm not sure anymore if it's limited or whatever. Like whatever information you want to seek for that, it's on that page probably. And yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be in the background, but you probably won't hear me, and it's probably for the better.
But you do the...
I'm just running audio video
Yeah.
for you, yeah. I have to say, Lau sounds so good and comfortable speaking English now. He has improved so much.
Thank you.
You are amazing. Thank you, Alec. that was the perfect moment for that.
Thank you so much. No, it's yeah. I'm sorry. Like I really.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him. He just wants to break.
And it's also like
he didn't take a break this time around.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like the lips should be darker a bit. But I'm not like in the mood to now ruin it. But yeah, here you go with the. Yeah.
Oh, there was one more thing that I wanted to show on stream. Before we leave, you need to explain yourself, mister. Sorry for the clickety clacks. Oh, okay, that was definitely louder than my keyboard.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's at the end of the stream, so if you consider stuff from mid-game Final Fantasy VII Remake spoilers, then you shouldn't be here now. But I'm just gonna put something up that Lau did. What are you doing?
The ink fell off and it stained the floor.
Okay. Oh. Okay. We'll deal with that after the stream.
I just wanted to put them next to each other.
Okay. I got this thing queued up now. Let me just make sure that if I show this, it won't. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's gonna work. So I'm just gonna put this here. So yeah, Lau did something. So again, this could be considered spoilers. So.
But the trailer was there. Is the trailer a spoiler? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even remember how much of this was in the spoil. Wasn't it? But yeah, the stream is about to end. Short thing that he did. There we go. This is something he did. So, do you want to dub it?
Oh no.
Do you want to do a dub of it?
Mm-mm.
Look at him go.
Dancing.
And how did I do? Did it work?
It wasn't what I meant by do your magic, though.
And there's a bonus panel. Come on, not a single word of encouragement. Don't tell me I rehearsed that performance just for Andy.
You know what? Forget what I said. I think you stared at him.
And there we go. I think with that we earned the last donation of $20 by Sherikos. Thank you so much. That's too kind of you. Thanks for the stream. Hope you guys see you again before 2021. Maybe, hopefully, yeah. I mean, I'm doing, there'll probably be some more. But thanks for sticking with us. Thank you for indulging in my Final Fantasy soapbox earlier. And we're gonna now take the spoilers off screen. There we go. Another donation right at the end. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Digitally.
Yeah. If you wanna stay in touch, again, the Discord server is open. The link is in the description. So the thing is, like, my other work consists of managing a community that's also on Discord, which means sometimes I view Discord as work, but I'm still on there all day. So if you want to get in touch, there's also like other stuff that we do every once in a while. Like if you just wanna just hang out on like random streams about music and all that, just join the Discord. That's cool. Any last words? Any last words? Any last words?
I just put them both there again, like that. What I mean, I knew that it wasn't going to be that fast, especially with the hair. But I'm lucky. I already did a finished one, so it's like fingertips or art attack. Like, oh wow, this is. I prepared something. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hope the next time we see each other, I am more powerful.
Powerful?
Yeah, so not as exhausted that quickly. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, usually I wouldn't be as, but I don't know. Like, it's hard to think. Whew.
You know what? I'm gonna just say thank you all for watching, and we're gonna end the stream with a short little video. I hope it's gonna work when I transition to this.
What video?
Just as a little bonus. You'll see it, but don't worry. It's one from Instagram. Okay, thank you all. See you around.
Goodbye.
Bye.